Tell me why my fake Facebook account had more birthday wishes than my real account. He doesn't even exist. Who the hell is Michael Abdi?
Well, I know what with her.
Welcome to the Off Mute Season podcast, where we dive into the untold stories, the uncomfortable truths, and the unspoken taboos. What is it we always say? If there's an ear to lend, there's a story to be told. So stay tuned and stay off mute.
maanta nin baan inii keenaynaa ilaa imise ishu sugayne maaha ilaa itoosno ilaa maalin kasta sugayne soo maantuu noo imaanaya magaciisa maxaa la dhahaa
Elias, smiling.
Hi. Thank you for having me, guys.
welcome ukarota wuu sugayne
Oh, thank you.
maanta sheeg
Do I have to speak Somali because
Let's just
I want to speak English.
no we can try isku yara dhaqanqas
لكن try Somali.
Somali English.
labada way isku qas
أيا مقاعد إلياس محمد إسماعيل برخلة جولاد بوحك دفال وعنده حوش أحمد. Okay?
wallahi
It's already getting hot in here. Alright, bring it up.
at least you know up to there wallahi some niggas out here don't know nothing
So,
So yeah.
ما تسكور زيتها.
الحمد لله في عنا نبات خير. صدق هذا. طب صومالي كم هذا؟ أبي جلس مقالنا هي ده.
isku wada qasba
ما يسمع قصة. أبي جلس مقالنا.
and then
We're gonna talk English, alright? I'm gonna talk English. I can't talk Somali. It's because when I talk Somali, I get I start thinking about Somalia. No, because my time in Somalia was wild.
We're
So,
gonna
yeah,
get into
I get
that. We're gonna get
PTSD.
into that after.
I get PTSD. I actually get scared. I'm not gonna lie. That's why. See, I'm already sweating. I said a couple of Somali words. Please, I'll speak English. Please, brother. Okay?
No, but we have to talk about Somalia because I have never been there and I want to prepare myself.
You can't prepare yourself.
Wallahi.
There's no preparing yourself. You're just gonna go in for the kill. Yeah, I don't know.
I want to know the experience, the environment, how's everyone. Yeah. Like, even we need to ask you other things before we start.
Yep.
Then God wanted to ask you.
We want to start off with the first question.
Yep.
So, as you already know, your videos have been going viral back in the days.
Oh yeah.
Can you express about how that all started?
Oh yeah.
How did it start you getting into making those videos that went viral?
Like, it was hilarious too.
And I'm going to insert right
Yeah,
now.
there's videos. All right, there's videos. So I made like a few videos. I made a lot of videos on Facebook. It was on Facebook.
Yeah.
I only did it for my friends. Just on Facebook, only my friends get to see it. That's it, and me. That's it. Then the pressure started to kick in when a lot of people started watching it. And then when I started getting that question, hey, when's your next video?
Yeah.
That's when I was like, whoa, what's this? You know? That's when the pressure came in, and I was like, okay, Elias, what are you doing for your next video, man? Do this, do that. I'm like, whoa, this was just for my friends and just for, you know,
Like,
it's meant to be
small
low
community.
key, yeah.
Yeah.
And then when the pressure kicked in, I was like, yeah. Then it wasn't that fun anymore. So I kind of stopped.
Yeah.
But then, okay, this is when it kind of got depressing. The reason why I continued and that video, you know, the smiling video, became big, is because Allah Hadith, that time my dad passed away, and then my friend was like, you know what, Elias, continue these videos because you're gonna forget about it. Because honestly, I didn't go to school the next day, but then the second day I went to school because there was too many people at the house and all that, and I wanted to get my mind off things.
Yeah.
So that's when I made that video. I made a lot of videos. Then I did that smiley video. That one, honestly, I told my friend, do not post that one. That one's embarrassing. Do not post it. I look cooked. I look crazy.
Yeah.
He's like, no, I'm gonna post it. He posted it. It went viral. My whole phone was shaking all day. I couldn't even it's vibrating because I'm getting all these notifications. And I'm like,
That's the celebrity
I'm
vibes
like,
there.
what is going on? Yep, so many messages I've never seen.
Yeah.
And guess what? Before I start that, you know what's funny?
What?
On Facebook, back in the Facebook days, this is like before like Instagram was a big thing.
Yeah.
TikTok wasn't even there. It was back in like the Vine era, you know?
Yeah, the small little shop.
So I was like a bit younger then. I remember, let's be honest, okay, everyone had a fake Facebook account. Can we all agree? Okay?
100%.
We just talk shit over there, you know, explode. You know how it is.
Go through the comment section.
Best believe, you know. So my fake Facebook account Tell me why my fake Facebook account had more birthday wishes than my real account. It doesn't even exist. Who the hell is Michael Abdi?
Wallahi, no one would know.
And this was like birthday wishes a big thing, you know?
Well,
back in the Facebook days. You know, when you were a kid,
yeah.
you like, it's my birthday, and then they post it on your page.
feed,
Happy
you count
birthday. Yeah, you know how it is.
And
Come
you get
on.
salty, wallahi. No one messages you. You'll be like, that guy ain't my friend no
There
more.
we go. Not one. Not a single one I got. I got 0 for my real account.
Yeah.
My fake one, 50. I'm like, yo, what's going on? By random people in America, Europe, because I was just clicking anyone. So then when my video went viral, long story short, I had to block it. I blocked anything wrong on Facebook. I don't want to hear it now. I don't want to hear it because so many people were coming up to me. So yeah, when I did that thing, well, I look at when the video went viral, you read the comments and all that.
Like me.
And a lot of people, you know, in the comments, a lot of people are trying to they're trying to help me out, but at the same time, they think I'm crazy. They're like, oh, stop bullying this guy. You know, he's a bit sick. I'm like, are you helping me or are you this? Yeah, they thought I was disabled and all that. And people come up to me, are you that Facebook guy? Oh my goodness, let's take a photo. Are you that I don't like photo guy? Let me take a photo. Clearly, I don't like photos. What photo do you want to take? So yeah, and but then one day, okay, this one I never told anyone. Okay, you guys are hearing it from me.
Exclusive.
Yeah, this is exclusive because I didn't want to talk about this because it literally pisses me off when I talk about it. I get angry. Okay, let me quickly drink something because I get really angry when I talk about it. So let me just.
Let him breathe, guys.
So one time, can you guys hear me?
Yeah, okay.
So one time, one of my friends at school, I told him, you know what, this video thing, as a joke, I was like, oh, it might go big and all that. You know what? You could be my manager. I'm not gonna expose the guy. I'm like, you could be my manager. So I put his number on my Facebook, his email, everything. So in case one day you get a call, you pick up, you're my manager, we're gonna make big moves.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I had big dreams. I knew it wasn't gonna go anywhere, just one video. Right? Guess who calls him? Ellen Degeneres.
No way.
Wait,
Ellen
the
The Ellen
Did you know
DeGeneres
Yeah.
called him.
What the hell?
The lady.
No way.
But not her people.
Or the managers
The
that
managers
people
and
that
all
work
that
for.
call
Yeah,
her.
yeah.
They're like, hey, is this you know that video? We like that video that you did and this and that. Are you the manager of this person? He's like, yeah. Then she's like, oh, we'll fly you out. That's what they said. We'll fly you out to America.
Oh, yeah.
You come on our show because we really like this video. Ellen DeGeneres be flying people out. You saw that?
Yeah,
Anyway,
like every time.
guess what he
Yeah.
says?
What?
Sorry, we have an exam coming up.
Are you okay?
Are you okay?
That would have
That's what he
changed
said.
you.
He didn't even tell
Oh
me.
my god.
He
Before
didn't tell
telling
me.
you.
Before telling me. He said,
I'm
oh,
together.
yeah.
Why would he do that?
That's what I'm saying. That's why I get angry when I'm just talking about it. And I
Oh
hate it
my
so much.
god.
He tells me in like 2 weeks.
He would have been the first million.
Yeah, the first Somali guy. Like,
So I would have been out of it.
Yeah.
Somehow I would have been somewhere else.
Yeah.
Now I'm on Centrelink. Look at what he did to me. I'm looking for a job. I'm struggling. I don't have a car. I'm struggling, bro.
Oh my god.
no, well, like that
What
guy
this
was
guy could have published a book from that. He would be a movie deal. All that
Literally.
shit.
amount of doors that would have been open for me.
Wow.
And he's like, he tells me after 2 weeks later, he's like, oh, by the way, Ellen's generous people. I'm like, no, you're joking, man. And he shows me the text and the
No
call
way.
and all that. And I'm like, bro, why? Why would you say no? He's like,
Well, like,
I care about your future, you know. You messed up my future. Man. What?
well, like, no,
You could have been out of it.
well, like, you could have taken him with you too. If he just told you at the start.
Bro,
That's
this
what
guy,
happened.
this guy missed some exams, bro. Let's get out of here alive, bro.
That's what I'm saying. So ever since then, but I forgave him. Because you have to forgive him.
Yeah.
Because if you don't forgive the person,
It's gonna eat
you're
you up.
always here. It's gonna affect you.
It's
You know?
gonna, yeah.
But you gotta forgive the person. So in life, guys, make sure just forgive. But don't forget, you're not gonna do the same thing
No,
again.
no,
But just
no, no.
forgive. Because now Allah is gonna forgive you in the hereafter,
Yeah.
and also that thing it just anger is out of your chest. And it was actually out of my chest. I just said I was angry just to have a sip because I was really thirsty and the Coke was looking at me. Sorry. But yeah,
No, well,
maybe I am a little bit angry.
Oh, that's crazy.
No, that's-
I know.
Yeah, so that's what happened. And then after that, I was like, I couldn't do it. After that, you know, after that opportunity you had, and you're like, I'm not getting paid on this, and who cares?
I mean, what's meant for you, you're not gonna miss, so it's fine.
Yeah.
It is what it is.
But inshallah, one day.
No, but the biggest flex is knowing that she actually called you.
At least you can say that.
Yeah.
Tell her, call me again.
I think she cancelled it. And my
Oh,
mom
she-
saw me on her video, on her
Oh.
show. I'm all killed.
Some short-haired lady with also dressed like a guy and stuff.
No.
And
Let's
he's
go,
still
let's
around.
go,
Yeah.
let's go.
Yeah, maybe let's not.
Let's don't put it there.
That's why I stopped it. Okay. You know what? Let's just cut that out.
I'm known as a controversial guy. So
We
don't
live
worry
in
about
scary times.
Yeah,
Very,
we're gonna come for
very-
you, we're gonna watch
I
out.
live in very scary times. That's honestly why.
Wait, so I have a question for you though. Like, how many years were you making like content?
Maybe like, well, it was on and off.
Mm.
So 2 years I'll make it, then I'll stop for 1 whole year, then I'll come back again, then I'll stop, and then it'll just. I'm not consistent. That's the thing.
Mm.
I'm not consistent, and I hate editing videos.
Yeah.
That's why I can't. Editing. You guys edit. I'm sure you guys edit now.
It's a headache.
It's a headache, right?
Yeah, it is.
Imagine that, me editing and all that. I don't.
But there's some people that love it.
Yeah, some people love it.
They
Some people
love it,
absolutely-
and then they sit there for hours, and they'll be like, "Oh my god, I'm enjoying this." I don't know.
I wish I was like that.
That's
I love
you.
the product.
That's you.
Because it's good, yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
yeah. But me, I just didn't like editing. It was just too much, and that's why I kind of stopped. But inshallah, who
You
knows?
never know.
You never know. You never know.
But my favorite video of yours was the Harry Potter one.
Oh, you remember that one?
The Harry Potter one.
Wow.
Bad.
That was a good one. You're probably thinking, how did all these people come?
Yeah, like how did you, bro, you gotta create a whole bunch of
Yeah, that was so many people. It was Eid, that's why.
Ah,
I think we
okay.
came back from like cinemas or something, and that's why. So I saw all this bunch of Somalis in the same area. I'm like, hey guys, let's make a video together.
So what? You came up
It
with
was
it on the spot?
literally just on the spot. Me and my friend, the guy, the cameraman,
Yeah.
we just came up on the spot. Just
That's some crazy
That's
crazy.
Wow.
crazy creative, wallahi.
Because
On the
imagine
spot
that, it was
too.
the fact that like it wasn't just the acting, it was
Yeah.
just the way you were speaking as well.
Yeah.
Yeah. Somali accent.
That's a lot of
crying.
funny as hell.
Literally, Harry Potter, hey, so we're going through the wall. Through the wall.
Literally, it wasn't even planned. Everything was just going as I'm going. The whole trolley thing, I just pushed it. Everything was just on the spot. Yeah,
Literally, bro.
it's crazy.
It was actually hilarious
Wow.
video.
So there's a scene in Harry Potter was like platform 13 point, or 13
Yeah.
point something quarters.
Three
what is it?
something, three and quarters.
Yeah, where they go through the wall.
Yeah, that's
This
the
guy
first Harry
really
Potter,
did the
yeah,
whole
that's
thing,
the-
bro.
The one with the owl.
Yeah.
Nah, wallahi. That
But yeah, it was.
Do you think that you would ever go more viral again?
If you
Compared
did
to
it
like
again.
how if you did it again or did some sort of stuff like that.
You know what? Yeah, the only way you can go viral now is by just saying something outrageous.
Exactly.
So one day, I don't know. I just say crazy things. So one day, maybe if I say something outrageous, but I'm gonna get cancelled at the same time. You know, you have to sacrifice
wallahi,
something.
yeah, it was.
You can't just say anything, everything normal and all that, and you have to say something wild to go viral nowadays.
To be honest, I feel like you were bigger than Chunks before Chunks were even big.
Yeah, at one point, yeah.
Yeah.
100%.
I feel like UK they got more opportunities. You know?
Not 100%.
There's people that's gonna come up to you and they're gonna be like, "Hey, come in our channel, and we're gonna do this," you know, because he had all these other
For Asylum.
Yeah, for Asylum.
and all these
other
channels.
YouTube channels that
Yeah.
said, "Hey, come and let's do this together," and all that.
Exactly.
That's how it became big.
Yeah, but you know the thing is, yeah, I don't know if you guys realize this, but in Australia, there's this like term that people use. It's called tall poppy syndrome, and it exists in Australia. It's like people don't want to see you do good.
Yeah.
As soon as you're doing better than them, they start to flip it on you and say, you know what, you're not all that. You're cringy. Like they try to drag you down. That's why I've seen like a lot of like creators from Australia.
Mm-hmm.
They're like, we had to leave Australia.
That's
For example, like actors. They're like, we had to leave Australia to be noticed because the people around us and the people who just were seeing that shit were toxic.
Mm.
And I was like, you know what? Well, that's so true. Because the people closest to you weren't congratulating you.
Of course.
Yeah,
But
they
we,
were all-
a stranger online.
Yeah.
But we can't do
Even
that.
if you talk about genuine, like in this era, wallah, of genuine, like they mention that.
Yeah.
Had
100%.
Facekaaga wax kaloo corona markaa sii socoto xunaya waxa waa wasaqo dhalbala laakiin markuu ku arkayay he was saying nice things about you laakiin markaa saa usii dhaqaaqday he would look at his friend like I hate that guy
That's
wallah
what
I'm not
saying.
even like because I heard wallah I was talking to the guy genuine like amazing good vibes yeah markuu sii socday I heard in my own ears I was like he said it
Are you
don't like
serious?
that guy and his friends
Damn.
but I was like why were you nice to
couldn't even
me
wait to drop that.
yeah wallah I wanted to go back Yes, and then
I
my-
can't hold it in.
then my friend will be there, scared that. Because then I was like, you know when you're angry,
Yeah.
but you wanted to go back and be like, hey, bro, you're not like quick ones. Well, like those quick ones. But then I was like, just leave it. You know, I always remember that movie. Do you remember Pause? Like, what is that?
Oh,
remote control?
yes.
The remote control.
Yes, I remember. And then he paused.
He
time,
pauses it and starts slapping people.
and then he replays it. And
Replay,
nothing happened.
like, yeah, never happened.
Yes.
Well, like, if I had that remote, some people I would be getting slapped for no reason. Wallahi.
I want to ask you about You go to Somalia.
Dangerous.
When was the first time you ever went to Somalia in your life?
The first time I went to Somalia, I was a kid, and I went with my family. I was like maybe like 14 or something, or 13, and I went with my family. So I didn't really go around and explore the whole city on my own. You know, the only time I went outside is when I was with my mom or my whole family, and we just go straight to a family's house or a hotel, and you know. So the second time is when I actually, you know, went to Somalia and actually traveled on my own, and that's when I realized what Somalia really was. You know, it was scary. You know, stuck with a lot, but even the females, you know what I'm saying?
I thought you liked it.
Like the females? Oh, sorry. Oh, no, I mean, like, okay, sorry, right. I mean, like, come on. But at the same time, it's like they were jumping on me, you know? Where's the...
That guy even told us
So I told this guy the story. So
That's what I'm saying. You've seen it yourself.
So literally, bro, so I'm a bold guy, yeah?
Yeah.
So me being bold, I'm really expecting girls I like in general.
Mm.
So I remember one day I got my head fully shaven bald.
Yeah,
Just shaven bald.
Yeah.
Sun reflecting on it, shining, all that, you know what I mean?
There we
I
go.
don't think he's gonna do blind people, but I'm walking past him.
Yeah.
So anyway, I'm going to the nearest store because I haven't had like any sort of sweets in a long time.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
I'm really craving chocolate cakes. I'm going to go to the store. Wearing that waist, I have my phone, just a regular t-shirt. Bro, you just see two girls say, look it up! And they're all sat down there, just saying, look it up! I'm thinking someone's trying to talk shit, someone's trying, what's going on?
Yeah,
I turn
yeah.
around, they just come skipping. Tick, 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 tick. They come right in front of your face.
Just like that.
Wallah, like they don't care. They literally stand right. Wallah, I took a step back.
That's what I'm saying.
Like, bro, the confidence they have is ridiculous.
The confidence is wild, bro.
Wow.
They had bajajis there, you know, the three-wheel thing?
Yeah.
Bro, I was just on one of those bajajis. It's basically like a taxi.
Yeah.
Like, you know. And then I was on it, a girl hopped in, and then I think I said something, maybe the way I spoke Somali, I broke it down a little bit, I'm not gonna lie. Like right now, you guys might think you're Somalis, but I'm saying, you know, they don't reckon, they will know. They will know.
I used to
Like,
get roasted like it's nothing all the time.
exactly, and the way you're dressed, even the way you walk, they already know exactly. They pick up on everything.
Yeah.
You don't even have to talk, they will know.
Exactly.
And then so I sat there, and the girl was like, "Where you from?" I'm like, "Oh, damn." I'm like, "Yeah, I'm Australia." Then anyway, long story short, so the guy took me straight to my house. Yeah. Now she knows where I live. On top of that, she's like, while on the way there, she was already talking about how many kids we're gonna have or we're gonna have. I don't even know her name.
Whoa!
She's covered up like this.
Nakam is all.
Niqab. And I'm like, I can only see your eyes. Like, if you're gonna say something, let me see the face. Let me see what I'm working with. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Let me make my one look. Let me make my one look worth it at least.
Exactly.
Astaghfirullah. But anyway, long story short. And then I was joking, but I wasn't really interested like that. You know what I mean? Like, I'm just trying to get to my
And how long
destination.
back then as well?
Nah, this was the second time, so it was recent. It was just now.
Oh, okay, fair enough, yeah.
So then I went to my house, and then boom, the next day she's knocking on my door. You know how embarrassing that is? My cousin is there. He said, "Who is it?" Because my cousin lived with me. We bought a house there, and he was living with me. He's like, he opens the door, he sees a girl, and she's like, "Oh, where's that boy?" You know? He's like, "Damn, already? Yes, you couldn't wait. Second day, you're bringing girls over."
Second day.
I'm like, "Who's this?" She's like, "Oh, from the Bajaj. Remember we're gonna, you know, get married. You're gonna take me there and all that." Anyway, long story short, I told her, you know what, I'm sorry, misunderstanding. You know, this is actually trespassing. You can't even live to my house. Like, it doesn't exist. It doesn't exist. So I told her, hey, I'm sorry. You know, I don't want to take this. Like, I don't know your name. You're still covered up. I can only see your eye. And the only eye I can see is crossed like this. So what am I meant to do? Like, at least show me something else. You know what I'm saying? Like, at least an ankle or something. You know what I mean? Yeah, like stuff and love. But anyway, yeah, shit, I guess.
No. But at least, wallah, even that guy was telling me, do you know what she did?
Yeah.
She told him to follow a kid
Yeah.
to his house so he
So
could
pretty much,
find
so I don't have my phone number yet.
What?
So they asked me for my number first. I said, I don't know my number.
Yeah.
I don't have a new SIM card.
Yeah.
So I was like, all right, what do you guys want? Oh, yeah, give me a WhatsApp number. Oh, I know my WhatsApp number. No, I'll give it to you.
Yeah.
Mind you, I was married at the time, so I was like, yeah, I'm good, you know?
Yeah.
And they're like, yeah, no worries. They're like, we'll be waiting right here. Go home, kid. Go and come back. I'm like, yeah, definitely. I'll be up in 5 minutes. Don't worry.
Mhm.
I'm walking back to the house. Then you also want to come back.
Yeah.
They said some sick, little kids are running around
Yeah.
from the house. They just said some kids follow me home. I walked around the corner. I just waited around the corner. The kid comes around the corner. I'm thinking, yeah, nah. I just sent him back straight away, bro. Like,
That
is scary.
It's
is
scary.
wild.
And you're saying that they came to your door.
Came to
Imagine,
my door.
bro, it was two of them. Imagine they both came to my door. My uncle's super religious. Wallahi, we also sounded like sorry.
If that gate was open, she definitely would have came in.
100%.
Because, why she would have came in? Because so many people came in my house. One time I left the gate open because we lived in a house and there was like a big gate around the house.
Yeah.
One time I just left it open like this. And I was in my room I was by myself in the whole house. And mind you, a house is in the middle of nowhere. My mom built the house in the middle of nowhere. She didn't even tell us about it. We chucked all our money in. She built the house. She's like, yep, I bought a house in this location. I'm like, where? Every time I used to go home, wallahi, I had to say, I had to kursi, I had to read, I had to kursi, everything. Pitch black, no cars, no roads, in the middle of nowhere, hyenas. I've never seen it, but I can hear it. And it's pitch black.
Around the corner.
And I just grab a rock. I only grabbed one rock, and I'm like, bismillah. Hopefully this rock will hit.
How long were you there for?
Oh, 11 months.
Oh,
So I've seen everything.
Oh, wow.
all the experience.
Well, I had all the experience. And then, this one time I was in my room and I'm just on my phone and I'm hearing noise. I'm like, what the hell? I go outside, a whole family in the house. Wallahi, all these kids, the mother, the grandmother, and they're all checking all the doors, they're opening the doors. They're like, oh, wow. And I just open the door. I'm like, what the hell is going on?
Well, like, that's scary.
Wallahi, the whole family just came in.
And like, what did
They wanted to live there? Man, they
They're
just...
just all looking around, they're like, wow, mother, good against Skele. Wow, they're just going inside. I'm like,
Wow.
so I told the lady, hey, I told the kids, I'm like, hey, guys, please go. This is a start. My Somali was off. I was speaking English. I expected everyone to know English. And if they didn't understand English, I'll chuck the accent on and I hope they know it, Like, excuse me, please. Somehow they understood. So I was like, guys, get out. Granny goes inside the room. She walked inside the room. I didn't even see her walk inside because I'm trying to get all these kids out.
Yeah.
The old lady went inside the room. I took the kids out. I closed the gate. I'm like, far out, man. I go back to my room.
Wallahi, this is insane.
She's butt naked on my bed.
You're not joking.
I'm not joking.
Well, like, this is so... I told you, this nigga's been telling me crazy stories.
I'm really telling you.
And
What
he's
up?
fucking telling me, right?
They're scary. Bro.
Wait, how old was she?
Maybe in her 60s, she's missing a couple of two
But naked?
butterscotch butter biscuits.
What do you mean?
Here she's black. First, I didn't know she was naked because it was just too many different colors, too many different textures, different sizes of shirts. I didn't know what I was looking at,
Now I believe.
Mind you, I'm meant to be wearing glasses. I can't see. I have to get really close. I'm like, what is that? And she's like, what I in a go? They're calling. I'm like, what?
Well, like, that is...
And honestly, I told her, get the hell out of here. And honestly, if you tell a girl that's in your house and in this situation and all that, and you tell her to get out, in Islamically, you're actually under the shade of Allah. That's one of the
Yeah, 100%.
Mind you, she was butters, that's a granny. I'm not gonna be under the shade
I
of
was just about to say,
You're not gonna be under the shade. She has to be, you know what I'm saying? You have to be actually interested. And this one was an easy rejection. That was an angry rejection.
But you could twist it and be like, I did it for you.
Allah knows my
Allah knows,
intentions.
yeah.
There's no way somebody paid me $1 million to have a look at that again. No, not even touch. Have a look. Please, I'm sorry.
No,
I'm scarred.
I knew that they were ridiculous, but I didn't know that all the parents and grandmas are like that.
Nah, but the things you've been telling me, bro.
I've been telling you, they're really ridiculous.
But I didn't believe you till now, wallah.
I'm telling you, I saw
No,
everything.
that one is a first for me.
That's
Yeah,
the first time.
I've seen crazy shit.
Yeah, not that.
I've never, ever heard a granny.
Agree.
Granny's wild.
Well, yeah, are you telling me that story he was telling us that grown as men in the back of the Haladaha to Kang?
Oh, yeah.
Wait.
So,
What?
So you're telling me?
Go ahead.
So,
yeah,
long
yeah.
story short, there's a story. So my uncle owns herbal doctor stuff.
Yeah.
They have a little herbal doctor stuff.
Okay.
Yeah, all that kind of stuff,
Yeah.
So long story short, there was an old guy that used to come past the store all the time.
Yeah.
I was like, when somebody, someone who walks past, you can't know them. So every day when you see him, salam, little conversation, how's the family, whatever,
Yeah.
One day, my uncle's like, he didn't see him that day. So he's like, maybe he didn't come to the area, maybe he's just at home, maybe he's sick, whatever. He's just sitting in the back of the store, just chilling shop, okay. So now all he hears in the back of the store, all he hears repeatedly. He's thinking, what's going on? Mind you, at the same time as well, my uncle also had
What the hell?
my uncle also had
scared.
a Oromo guy.
Yeah.
A Habashi guy. Not Oromo, I think it's just Habashi in general. They used to wash his car.
Yeah.
Okay. So that guy used to get paid every single day to wash the car. So my uncle knew the Habashi guy, and the old guy he knew.
Yeah.
Tell me why my uncle goes to the back of the store, all he sees is the Habashi guy bent over, an old Somali guy. That's the Imam as well, yeah? Case attack. Police attack. Somali.
Get the hell out of here.
Wallahi. Thing is, he has a hoodie. My uncle told that kind of stop laughing. So the hoodie is literally leaning on the wall like that.
All of a sudden you can stand up. What the hell?
The hoodie he was walking with was literally on the wall, just like, look, this like it's nothing. And then you just see the Habashi guy bent over, and the old guy going,
Bro, that's definitely worse than that story that I just
Bro, that is what I'm like. When you told me story
Two
like
guys.
two guys.
That's definitely worse than
The
that
thing is,
story.
what's the worst thing is, the old guy
What
would
the
never,
hell?
he would never gone to another Somali guy.
How?
Obvious.
Yeah.
That's
If you're
of course.
So he saw this Ethiopian guy. That I'm more
That's-
surprised at the fact that he went to the Ethiopian guy and said, "Do you swing that way?" Like he took the chance
Yeah.
with this Habashi guy.
No,
It's
but
really
Nah,
like-
I'm sure he paid him. That's why. Paid him
probably
good
paid him.
money. An
Yeah.
Ethiopian guy would do anything for some money.
Well, like that. Because my uncle used to pay him a little bit of Ag, bro. He lived with about 12 other people in the same house and stuff.
Bro,
No,
like,
trust
what?
me. With the
I would not want to see that. Wallahi.
Bro, listen, guys, we live in a Western country.
You didn't see that.
I didn't
You're
see it.
lucky.
I'm sorry. So we live in a Western country. We already see Chinese people all the time.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
we would be like a little bit more desensitized to that shit.
Yeah.
Imagine you living in a Muslim country your whole entire life, never seen
Somebody's
that. in your life.
uncle.
And no, the same guy that used to come past your store every single day. I want to what you going for? He used to touch his kids and stuff. And now you see him doing that.
bro, wallahi,
yeah.
hearing these stories, now I'm debating. I've never been to Somalia. When I go there for at least 6 months,
Now I'm
No,
telling you,
know,
bro.
you still need the experience.
Now I'm telling you, bro, it is the best. Somalia is
Ah.
the best thing you can experience because it has its good and it has its bad.
Yeah.
But all I'm saying as well is like, even if it's good or bad, you always have something to entertain you.
Every day, it's a
Every
whole
day.
episode.
Wallah,
Yeah,
wallah.
well, like,
I wish I just
See
bought
it,
everything. Yep, it's all different seasons. Every month is a new season.
Wallahi,
Every day you wake up and you're like, what's gonna happen today?
Wallah, I've been at Lulu. You wake up,
And
you're
the
like,
thing
let me
about
get that.
Somalia is, can I tell you guys something about Somalia? They copy each other basically. You
Yeah.
open one thing,
What about
boom,
food?
right next to you, right?
Exactly.
But tell me why they had bubble teas and all that. In a dermoose. Like that, and they got the little pearls and all that. I'm like, how'd they even make it, bro? They chuck that and it's hot. And وفكرة or Marek. I'm like, bro, it's not. This is freaking Asian or whatever.
Yeah.
I think it's Vietnamese or something.
Yeah, Chinese, something like that, yeah.
And they're like, oh, have this, because one guy opened it and all of a sudden they're all opening it. And I'm like, and there was also chips, like hot chips everywhere. That one,
Every corner, yeah, the guy has a thing.
one
yeah.
guy started it, boom, everywhere. And guess what? The worst thing is, just before I left, like I've been there for 11 months.
Yeah.
So 8 months after, they opened a new thing. And I was like, what the hell? Korean barbecue.
No
Wow.
way.
Korean barbecue.
Korean barbecue, they opened it recently
In Burma.
in Bodoma.
Well, they're moving
Bro.
fast.
Was it
They're
good?
moving fast. And let me tell you about it. I will never, ever go there again. What the hell was that? I honestly don't even want to talk about it. This guy was like, come through, we're Korean barbecue, Marek. Everything's Marek. I'm like, how's it Marek? It literally says Korean barbecue. It's in the name. It's Korean, my boy. Marek, when you put Marek and original. They give me the original. This guy was trying to sell me a fake ass Nike for $5. I'm like, Nike for $5? Well, original. And they say, Wallahi. Astaghfirullah. What profit did you make?
Wallahi.
Nike is already like 80, 100.
Yeah.
What profit you making if you're selling for $5? Get out of here. Well, original. Waki Maraikan. I'm like, okay, just stop with this Maraikan stuff, man. So they open it, right? I go inside the Korean barbecue. Massive. I walk inside. I'm like, what the hell? The whole floor. Blood. I'm like, what is going on? Is this a slaughterhouse? What's going on in here?
Yeah.
Why is there blood? At the start, I didn't know it was blood. I smell it. It smells like meat. It smells like when I go to the butcher. When mom takes me to that butcher. You know what I'm saying? That's why, honestly, this is actually the reason why I don't eat meat.
Wallahi.
Yeah, so this is me explaining. I can only eat chicken and fish right now.
Yeah,
I can't touch meat.
I know that.
So yeah, I can't touch meat. So let me explain why.
What?
This is what happened.
Yeah.
Korean barbecue Marek. Okay? Let me tell y'all what happened. I walk inside, blood everywhere, boom. Everybody's like, come sit down, come sit down. They all have like a machete each, and everybody's got like a knife, their big tables and all that. So Korean barbecue, for those of you who don't know, you're meant to get the meat and cook it yourself, right?
Yeah.
This one, they're bringing you the damn goat alive. That's why there was blood all over the floor. They're saying you're gonna cook it fresh. How fresh? The shit is moving around, grabbed by the horn. What? These guys are wild.
Wallahi, this is
It's like someone
insane,
told
bro.
them the idea, and they're like, yep, this is how it's meant to go, because you're cooking it yourself. And here, everything, you buy the meat, right? It's
yeah.
already like slaughter cut. In Somalia,
yeah.
you have to slaughter on that day, and you
Serve it, yeah.
then
Yeah.
serve it, and then, right? So when they eat fresh, they think
think
it's the
right.
actual animal.
We bring it to them right
They
there.
bring it to them. So what goat do you want? Which color do you want? Which size? Sheep, goat, what do you call it? The camel, the big camels. They had camels over there. Only the rich get the camel, but it's still massive. You have to slaughter the camel in the back, but everything else you slaughter it inside.
Well, like this is messed up.
So let me tell you why. Let me tell you what happened. I walk inside. I'm like, oh hell no. When I sat down and they actually brought the animal and there's blood everywhere and everyone's just eating and some people you see them just skinning the animal. I'm like, and there's different tables. Some people have chickens, they're cutting it, they're plucking the feathers. I'm like, yo, this is next level. So then I'm like, my uncle was like, okay, come bring I want this one, the goat. He brought the goat. That's the goat. Brought it to my table. Everyone's looking at me. He gives me the knife. He's sharpening the knife. He gives it to me. He's like, go ahead, do the honors. And I'm like, what?
In front of everyone, too.
In front of everyone. I've never slaughtered an animal. Over there, every man has to slaughter an animal, or else if you can't slaughter an animal, you are not a man. You are not a rajah.
Yeah.
And everyone's looking at me.
Well, I think.
So what'd you do?
Honestly, I was gonna walk out, but then the ratio was looking right, and I'm single. There's a lot of females. You know what I'm saying?
Females were in there.
Oh yeah, they were there.
Eating or working?
Eating, and the guys will be slaughtering the animals.
So they're just
So I'm like, I
watching
can't be
you.
embarrassing myself like that.
Yeah.
Because they're gonna think everyone from Australia or Tibet, they're all like, they're scared and all that. So I'm like, oh my goodness, so everybody, all of a sudden, they heard me speak English, and now everyone wants to watch, how do they slaughter animals over there like we slaughter animals?
On a regular basis.
So everybody stood up, they're all watching me, the whole place got crowded. The animal's right there. Honestly, I only told this story to only a few people, because I don't want to like, a lot of people are gonna hate this story. But anyway, so what happened was, so the goat came, and then I told the guy, at least blindfold it, because I don't want the thing looking at me while I'm slaughtering it. And before I even slaughtered the animal, the guy, the old man next to me, I saw him do it to another animal, to another goat.
Yeah.
And the way he did it was, he sharpened the knife, he got the goat by the horn, easily, just like butter, it went all the way right there, butter, and then they break the spine. Because you have to slaughter right here, blood pours out, and then you do the
Wait,
rest.
but don't you break the spine after the animal's dead?
After the blood pours out, and then you, and I saw it.
Well,
And I was
trying to say he cut the knife and then he went.
yeah, he went into the blood. That's why the whole place is bloody. So then I was like, okay, now it's my turn. I'm like, can you sharpen it more for me, Because, make sure it's really sharp. He sharpened it, he gave it to me, everyone's watching, they're all standing up over me, people are smiling, taking their phones. I'm like, shit, man, who gave him phones, man? These guys are living in huts and they got the latest iPhone, bro. Like, why? Why do they have to catch me in HD like this? So I was like, you know what, blindfold it. I put the blindfold on, I got the knife, I'm like, Bismillah, I grabbed it. I was going crazy.
Murderer.
I was going crazy, but I was closing my eye. I was going like that, and I was like, I opened my eye, blindfold came off the goat a little bit, and it's looking at me, and that would make my eyes.
Wallahi,
That is still in my head till today, the way it was looking at me.
and that's why you don't eat meat.
I
Wallahi.
can't eat meat.
That's
And-
what I remember that one.
Yep. And honestly, the other reason why I can't eat meat, I was like this for 2 minutes.
Yeah.
And I was going up to here.
You felt everything.
Yep, I felt everything.
Yeah,
The other guy,
one like
it's meant to be like this.
Yeah.
The old man, he went like that, and it's already up to here. The animal's already dead, the blood's pouring out. Why am I doing this for 2 minutes? The old man is skinny, he's tiny. I'm definitely stronger than him. Why am I struggling? I said Bismillah even a couple of times. The girl was looking at me. I apologized. I said I'm sorry. I put the blindfold up again. I was crazy. Everybody's looking at me. They started to get shocked. They're like, hurry up, man. Why you stopped here? The girl is starting to make noise. I'm grabbing it. I'm like, everybody grab it. Guess what? I take it out. I was using the blunt side the whole time. It wasn't even sharp.
Oh wow!
It was the worst day of my life.
On the other side.
Did you eat it?
Well,
Let me tell you what happened. So I was using the blunt side. I took it out. That's when everybody realized. I'm like, shit. Everybody was like, oh my goodness.
Quick in HD as well.
Caught in HD. Some people started throwing up. I'm like, oh shit. Guess what happened? I took it out. I went back in. I started going crazy, and they're like, you didn't even say Bismillah. I'm like, oh, I forgot to say Bismillah. People are yelling at me. Did you face the Qibla? Apparently, you have to also face the Qibla. I'm like, which way is the Qibla? Now I'm grabbing the thing. It's up. I stuck the knife in it. I took my hand out. The knife is stuck right there. It's crying. The blindfold came out. A lot of blood gushing out. With the Qibla, people are yelling at me. Too much going on. I took the knife out. I'm like, I'm sorry. I had to take it out of his misery. Chest. 2 to the chest, 1 to the head. No one ate it that day because it was haram. It went a waste of an animal.
They killed it for no
I
reason.
killed it for no reason and I tortured it. Get out of here. I'm not eating meat again. That's the least I can do.
Oh my lord, that is.
Wow, this guy's
It was the worst Korean barbecue session I've ever had in my life.
Wow.
Korean barbecue, malaika. So that. Get out of here, bro. Close the whole shop. Guess what they did after that?
Oh, my.
One of the guys had the audacity to bring that goat's mother next for me. Try on this one. I'm like, the mother? Get out of here. I'm out. I left. The hell? They're bringing the whole family.
This guy turned into Michael Myers, bro.
Michael Myers and Yom El Qiyamah. That goat's gonna be there. I know.
Wallahi, that guy's gonna be the
If you guys see me in Yom El Qiyamah with a goat walking behind me, you know it's Korean barbecue Maraikan. You know that shit. It's the best day of my life. When you go to Somalia,
Wallahi.
when you go to Somalia, just know.
No,
See, I sweat
wallahi,
just from
it's
talking
different.
about it because just the thought and the vision, I start to sweat.
Nah, everyone has to go to this restaurant.
The way he was looking at me, he was crying.
If they're still open.
If
If they're still open.
Probably
Nah,
not.
I reckon they're gonna still be open because there's no health violations there.
There's no yeah.
But who's gonna go there? There's no business coming.
Well,
Shut down.
The scary thing is, it was packed. Because when you
Oh.
open a new restaurant like this, it's gonna be packed.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, but that's just
Wanna
a few,
see-
the first few
Yeah,
months.
the
then
first
you-
few weeks. Yep. So
Yeah.
who knows if it's still full like that or if it's closed down or whatever.
Yeah.
But it was the worst day
That
of
is
my
crazy.
Wallahi,
life.
that's intense.
How was the youth there? Like, did you like meet like people from there?
Yeah, I met a lot of people over there. Well, yeah, it's. Look, man, I'm always smiling and stuff, and I come out like as a nice guy. You know what I mean? So at the start, like my first couple of weeks, it was tough for me because like I'm sitting down and I'm just having like juice and like you sit outside and there's like a juice place that they'll fix and they'll blend it and all that.
Yeah.
So I'm just sitting outside, right? And then one time I have like all this cash in my pocket and it's only like 5,000 kun, you know, and it's very cheap, you know. I give it to little poor kids and all that. So another guy, like a guy will see me, he'll sit down. One day a guy sat down next to me and he's like, I see you giving out money, give me money. I'm like, whoa, I only gave it to these little kids because look, they didn't even have shoes on and they're poor and they're polishing and they're not making a living, you know, they're hungry, they're starving. I only gave it to them because the guy looked well dressed and he doesn't need it and he's trying to act big and give me money, you know. It was like more of like a threat. I was nicely. And I'm smiling and stuff, so obviously he thinks I'm a weak target. So I'm like, I continue smiling. I'm like, I'm sorry, but it's only for them, I don't have anything left. He's like, you don't give it to me, you know what's gonna happen.
What?
Can you believe that shit?
And this is when
Wallahi.
you, this is why you knew, yeah.
Yep, this is when I was new. And I was like, yo, is this guy serious? For a second, I was like, whoa, like I had to like register. I'm like, what just happened? And I told the guy, look, I can't give it to you. He's like, aren't we friends? We're friends, right? I'm like, okay, if we're friends, what's my name? Then he's like, he couldn't get it. He started swearing at me like crazy. Oh yeah, that. He started going everything at me. And I'm just sitting there. And everyone is looking. They're all getting angry. Everyone around me is getting angry. And they're all like, aren't you going to do something? They're getting angry at me. Why aren't you doing something? Get your ass up and do something. Roast him back. And I'm like, no, let him go. Because he's not doing anything. He's just swearing at me. Free agent. Let me take it. And I'm smiling. Keep going. So he got mad. He left. The next day he sees me. I had that juice because I'm always at the same place. He comes out of nowhere, grabs my juice, drinks it, puts it down, walks away. My juice that I paid for. Everyone got angry again. They're like, what the hell? What's going on, bro? Who's this guy? Do you know him? I'm like, no, I don't know him. I told him the story. This is what happened last time. And now he just wants to do this. And I'm like, you know what? Let it go. I paid the money. Because over there you drink or you eat and then you pay. So I didn't pay for it. So then after that, I paid for it. Whatever. I told the lady was like, oh, you don't have to pay for it. I'm like, no, I'll pay for it. I paid for it. I got the agent. Whatever, Third day comes at me. That day I was already having a rough day. That's the day that the whole family came up to me and the lady was butt naked in my house. He called me the wrong day. I was pissed off. So then, when he came at me and he was trying to do something crazy and he had a whole child in his pocket, full child like that, coming out his pocket, and he's like, he's chewing his mouth like this, teeth all green. The guy just looked like a goat because the goats eat that shit. When you start to eat the animal's food, you start to look like these animals. His eyes are red. He's behaving. I'm pretty sure he said a couple of times. So the guy is a junkie to me. Comes out of nowhere, he starts swearing at me again. I'm like, bro, you called me the wrong day. I got up, bow right there in his mouth. Wallahi, I just bleeding. And then everyone looked. Because over there, no one really fights. They all swear at each other. And that's it. The fact that I didn't even swear at him and I just went for the kill straight away, he's like, what is this guy? He was so shocked. He looked at himself, bleeding and all that. I'm like, what? You want to go for round 2? And he tried to grab me. I grabbed him back. then I started laughing and all that because I couldn't get angry anymore. You know, I already punched him. Now I feel bad because he's like this. He doesn't know what day of the week it is, and people are looking at me. They're smiling. I'm like, okay, you know. I grabbed the child. I just started slapping him with it. I bullied him. I felt bad, but like, I had to make Toby that day. I kind of felt bad, but he kind of deserved it.
Did you know any Degeneres?
Yes, those ones I couldn't hang around with them. Maybe I shouldn't say that.
Yeah, but
I think you knew some guy. I saw you on his story. Rico.
You know Rico?
Yeah.
Get the hell out of here. He was the coolest guy. That guy is stupid.
Yeah.
Rico is crazy.
Rico, yeah, cool.
We used to play pool
We met
together
him.
and all that.
We met him, yeah.
We used to play soccer with him and stuff.
Yeah, there's two type of people. Him, he's not really like an alias.
Yeah.
He was like Alice, but
He's
he
more
came
like
there by choice.
Yeah, he came there by choice.
Yeah.
I think he was working with his dad's business or something like that.
The food company.
They got the food and also they were selling eggs and all
Yeah.
that. So that's not like an alias. But the people that came there and their parents said go there and they're like usually young kids who
where did that kid
go to
come
school
from?
there.
He came from Manchester.
I think
Yeah,
You know?
Yeah, I
He's
know.
from UK, but he had an American
He
accent.
knows he gets
Yeah.
from
Like,
Pakistan, yeah.
Yeah, he's
He knows
still-
because he met your younger brother.
Yeah,
He
I
knew him,
remember.
yeah.
We used to live in Pakistan.
If you go there, see him. He's a good guy. We'll show you everywhere.
I don't think he's there now anymore.
Yeah.
He's in Turkey now.
Oh, that's a cool guy. We used to play basketball together. Yeah, he's a good guy. But yeah, so there's good people and there's really bad people. There's no in between.
Exactly.
So right now I'm only telling the bad stories, but the good stories are really good. There's just so many good people.
Genuinely
Yeah,
nice.
genuinely very nice people. You know, mashallah. And
Did you get
Allah
sick over
reward
there?
them. Yeah, at the start I got sick. I got very, very sick at the start. The food I couldn't drink the
Your
water. When you go to
stomach,
Somalia, do not drink the water.
In the tap.
Yeah, no tap water, only the bottle.
Yeah.
The tap.
It's like developing country like
I don't know if you guys know, but there's like actual tadpoles and these little worm things in the water. I don't know if you ever realized. Because in my uncle's house, and I went to a couple of houses as well.
Tap water.
You know the tanky they had? Like where they had that massive
Yes,
Still
yes,
there,
yes.
still there.
Yeah.
Yes.
Wallahi, when the water's low, you look inside of it. You
Oh,
find all these
what?
little worms and bugs inside it, and they drink that. And look at you actually get sick. They say, no, it passed through.
Oh my
Nah,
goodness.
That's disgusting.
And that's the one where they use the rainwater as well, yes? Because the houses over there, there's no roof.
Yeah.
so
At the front, yeah, before the actual house. where you-
No, but there's a lot of houses like even
Inside, yeah.
even my house with my wall as well, bro.
Yeah,
It's
usually
like
the
the
whole
middle of the
house.
house, like the middle of the house.
Like a courtyard, just a
Floods.
court, and you can see the
Yeah.
stars and all that. I'm like
Yeah.
tripping out. I'm like, yo, couldn't they finish the house like that?
No,
Did they get tired or something?
It's a design, bro. It's a design. How about this? When my dad was building the house, yeah,
Yeah,
just like 10, 15 years ago,
yeah.
people were telling him, oh, leave this part.
Yeah, that was the design.
Yeah, haga that. Now, anytime it rains in that house, the all done. It comes up to here. It comes up to all the rooms get wet. So I was like to my dad, Abdul, you're going to close it
They
up?
like the design. They should have made it glass or something.
Yeah.
Because now anyone can jump over and steal your stuff.
Wallahi, that is
Mosquitoes
what-
that come in.
Oh,
There's
You don't
roaches
have
just
it
been
in
coming in.
terms of Tugi, but also the
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Bro, I
The
used to-
design that they're talking about. They've got the craziest windows. They're shutting the windows with all these metal
With
pieces
metal
of
bars and
and the ceiling is not even
It's
there.
wide open.
It's like, what's going on with this place?
But even the windows are not for safety. They're for design.
Yeah.
You know the windows have there's a bars?
Yeah, there's bars.
Those are for design, not for safety.
No way.
Wallahi.
That's a design.
That's a design. They don't care about safety. They don't care about safety because هدول تركوا صدعوا بس قاعدين هنا.
خصوصا American
And
design.
I feel like the windows are not even good design.
Original.
Yeah, original American. But I feel like the windows are not even good because imagine you're locked, the whole door is locked, or there's fire,
Yeah,
or whatever. You can't even jump out the window for an exit. You have to rely on that door, and that's it.
Yeah.
So it's dangerous. You need to break that window and get out for.
But would
exit.
you recommend, people like this, a lot of people who've never been to Somalia before, would you recommend them going?
Yes. I learned a lot of things over there. I feel like I became a man. I became more of a man over there. You know?
After you
When I-
shake up and go.
Yeah. They go and so many things happen. I feel like, yeah, mashallah, I became more tougher. I can take on things.
Yeah.
You know, here
Yeah,
they'll
well,
make you soft. As a man, though,
I feel like it will make you soft. But I have never been back home. So
Yeah.
I wouldn't know
Yeah.
how it feels.
Nah, bro.
But growing up here,
Yeah.
like Pakistan and stuff,
Yeah.
I feel like
But then when you tell them that situation, they're like, you were tested a lot, weren't you? Right? Or
Like as in like people
by
test
the
me.
locals, yeah.
Yeah, of course. So many times. You know what I mean?
Because so many times for me, like if about Somali, just the way you walk, they walk up to you, be like, where you from? Or like,
Straight away.
they'll just like comment about something about you, just to start like a roast session. And if you ignore them and keep walking past, come on, ask them, how come I got it? They keep going a long time.
They say that. and they call me, say wallahi, as soon as they see me, because a lot of people from here say wallahi.
Yeah.
I'm like, they say the same thing. They say wallahi. So it's the same thing.
That's what my brother don't want to go back for.
They got roasted for sure. Like me, I got roasted by locals on a regular basis, bro. The way I walk, the way I talk. If I was wearing a hat, beanie, they'll take it off. Look it out! Out of nowhere. Like, well, they don't care, bro. Like, they love roasting. And if you stand up for yourself, they'll call their neighbor or some shit.
Honestly, it's true. And one of the things that I hate about Somalia, and stuff, not hate, but like that's scary about Somalia, and not just Somalia, a lot of Muslim countries, jinns.
Oh my God, yeah.
Places are jinn infested.
I told this to everyone. Just yesterday, some Somali guy was shocked when I told him, because he was talking about Morocco. He's like, oh yeah, I want to go to Morocco, but I'm scared of black magic. I said to him, have you seen Somalia? Since I was 10 years old till now, I've run into some people that have sihr on them. It's so common.
The girls would do that to the guy. They're like, one of my cousins, 2 jinns were in him. Because one of the girls did a love sihr on him, so he can like the girl. And the other girl did another sihr on him. He doesn't like the, so he doesn't like the girl. And now there's 2 jinns. So the guy's super strong. Because the jinns are way stronger than humans.
Yeah, wallahi.
Well, even a girl, you know, when a girl gets possessed, you need like 5 guys on her.
Yeah, I remember my cousin showed me a video of his friend that he saw. Hassan, like my brothers, they showed me 7 videos of a guy that Gabadi. I was like, bro, relax. There's only one Gabad and there's actually 8, 9 niggas holding her down. I was like, hey, Gabad, but I didn't know that was like.
They super strong, super strong. She'll grab you like this and she'll throw you like that on the wall.
Bro, my sister got possessed while I was holding her down. Like my forearms were so tired, but I had to hold her down. No choice.
You can't do anything. And this guy, my cousin, they had 2 jinns in him. Super strong, twice as strong.
And he's a guy as well.
And he's a guy. 6'5". My auntie did not tell me he was possessed. I went in the house. At the start, I was living in my auntie's house. And he stayed over because so he can go to the mosque all the time and all that, and the sheikh and all that. So I'm like, oh, how you doing? Everything good and all that? Guess what? I had to sleep in the same room as him all day. I put 1 on 1 together. I'm like, okay, in the middle of the night, like I want to go toilet, right? And the room is pitch black. Once they turn off the light, you open your eyes, you're like, am I blind? You get scared. You're like, who's my phone? I can't see anything. And you turn on the phone, you're like, oh my goodness, I can't see. I turn on the little phone. I'm trying to go, like it's in the middle of the night, I'm trying to go toilet. I can't even open the door. My auntie will lock me from the other side. So he doesn't run out or try to kill himself or whatever. So he locked me in the room with this guy.
Well, like that would be my biggest fear in the world.
Wallahi, it was mad scary because I didn't even know. I didn't put 1 on 1 together until the whole week. Once it started to get worse.
So how did you get out of the room?
I had to knock. My aunt would wake up. Oh, I need to go to the toilet. I need to drink water, like, you know what I mean? I need to go to the toilet. It's normal to go to the toilet. She's getting mad at me for locking me in the door. Like, I didn't even sign up to this. This is illegal. Like, they're crossing so many boundaries here. You know, where are the cops?
Well, like that.
You know what I mean? So I told her, I'm like, why'd you lock me? Oh, he's gonna run away. That's what she said. I'm like, what? I was too tired to even think. I'm like, whatever, man. This is a grown-ass man. Why would he run? Whatever. I need to go to the toilet right now. I go to the toilet. I'm like, I'm already mad that she locked me in. I'm mad that she's getting mad at me. I'm mad that she's getting mad at me for locking the door, whatever. Anyway, I'm frustrated. I go to the toilet. It's just a hole. You can't even sit down. How do you want me to stop?
Well, I remember that.
Not just that, there's fat roaches coming out of it. There's no light. I'm using my torch.
I'm slicing your fingers and they fly.
And they fly. Who gave me superpowers? Why are these roaches eating good? And everybody else is malnourished. Astaghfirullah.
Wallahi, it's alright, Wallahi.
You know what I mean?
I remember when I was young, Wallahi, I remember that.
Yeah.
That is one thing I remember when I was young in Somalia. I was 7, 6, Wallahi. I remember the flies. And the butterflies.
No, it's ridiculous.
It's the worst.
Bro, there's supersized lizards running around the toilets as well. I used to have.
The lizard is the worst in the wasakhat. Every day you look up,
oh my
I try to catch it.
And honestly,
honestly, at night time I try to not hear.
It's always the tail that cuts off.
It's
so big.
And it's wiggling. They use it as a defense move.
Yeah.
It's so disgusting. Honestly, when I see a lizard at night time, I don't even say I'm scared if it just disappears or something. Jinn. because shaitans can become lizards.
Wallahi,
and all that.
yeah, just
I'm
to
scared
watch
of that
it,
area. So long story short, what happened? I tried to go to the toilet. I'm like, oh my goodness. I tell my auntie, yo, can you at least like show me, like how do I, what do you want me to do? Like how? And it was the worst. The hole was this big. I'm like, I'm pretty sure I was at a restaurant and they had the same thing,
Bigger.
but it was bigger. Why is the hole like this? I can't even aim. Like, what do you want me to do? You want me to squeeze it in there? Like, what do you want me to do? Like, honestly. Now I'm thinking, what if I need to do number 2? How can I aim? Like, you know, I need to like, these guys are like snipers or some shit. How do they do it? So I told my auntie, can you at least show me? She's like, what? She slapped me and I'm like, whatever, man. I just went outside in the back and I just had to stand up and just go crazy. But then, I only started to figure out this guy was possessed because like the second day in the middle of the night, he woke me up by yelling and all that. In the middle of the night, just yelling, ah! I'm like, whoa, are you okay? Like, what's going on? And then eventually he told me, he's like, I'm like, what are you saying, bro? Are you okay? He's like, then he told me. I went to my auntie straight away. I'm like, is this guy possessed? She's like, yeah, that's why we're locking him in. I'm like, why didn't you tell me? And why am I sleeping in the same place? You know, he yells every night. I just thought he was playing a game on his phone and he keeps losing. This guy could have strangled me in the middle of the night.
Well, like, that is true. I'm scared of that kind of things.
Because you know what's scary as well? In the middle of the night, all of a sudden, we're speaking English. And he's speaking English American. American gangster accent. And yo, what's happening, bro? Your name is Smiley. They call you Smiley out there, huh? Yeah, it was Gucci, my nigga. I'm like, yo, what?
Like, that was scary.
How is he speaking American? Daytime, he doesn't know American. He doesn't know English at all. The guy does not know English. Daytime, he's like, hey, how are you, brother? At nighttime, because the jinns can speak any language. And yo, what's happening, man? Hey, today was a funny day, bro. Hey, you see the way that girl looked at you? I didn't even put one and one together. Because at nighttime, my IQ goes down, I'm tired, I'm sleepy. I didn't know. But anyway, there's more jinn stories, obviously, but I don't know if I should bring that up because it's going to be scary. The old lady that used to come to my house every night.
Huh?
Yeah, there was a gym lady that used to just rock up to my house.
Was she
And I was
lovely
living
or
by
something?
myself. I was living by myself. This is before Khalid came. I was living by myself. Old lady. Wallah, she looked like the witch from Snow White. The one that gave her the apple.
Yeah.
Oh,
I think
yeah.
the one tooth.
With the hood on, everything.
Every time I lived in my house was in the middle of nowhere. Even daytime, my house is in the middle of nowhere. As soon as I leave the gate a little bit open like this, I could go to because one time I left my house. I forgot my phone. I just got out of my house. I forgot my phone. By the way, my house is in the middle of nowhere, like I said. I could check the whole place. Only ground, nothing. The city and all that is just all the houses and all that all around me. I leave my house. I'm like, damn, I forgot my phone. I leave the gate this much closed. I didn't close it all the way. I went to grab my phone. Boom. I went back. She's already in the house. She's just standing there like that. She just spawns out of nowhere. Wallahi. And I'm like, yo, excuse me, can you please get out? Please, please, please. And then she finally goes out. And I'm like, what the hell is wrong with this lady? I leave the house, I close the door, I'm walking out. I look back like this, she disappeared. Wallahi, she disappeared.
Bro, now I believe
I
this.
was
I mean, like,
A'udhu billahi min
Are you
ash-shaytanir rajim. No. I always read Ayatul Kursi. Even today I read it.
yeah, well, my brother was telling me the same stories, and you know what I told him? I'm like, I don't think
You thought it was lying. It was
I told him this thing and my brother. I told you were cap stars.
Nah,
And I was like,
everything they tell you is
Wallah is true.
and you're gonna see.
What I said, I can
I've
never.
seen a lot.
Yeah.
And it got worse than this. It's not the first time she came. She came many times. One time she came, it was at night time, and I was just on my phone, and I'm hearing laugh in my... What the hell was that?
Yeah, get out of my house.
I'm joking. Stop the laugh. Yeah, you got some reaction. Everybody was gonna jump out that window. If we jump out that window, we're all dying.
Hey, someone's not sleeping.
We're dead if we jump out the window, bro. You know what's
No,
scary?
crash there.
You know what's scary? Yeah, no. It was nighttime. I'm hearing laughter. And where am I hearing the laughter from? In the toilets.
Yeah.
She goes to the toilet, she starts laughing. I'm like, what the hell? I come out of my room, I hear the laughter, I go, and I see her just in the toilet like that. Just laughing. I'm like, yo, get the hell out of here. I
But
got
why
mad.
is she in your house?
She keeps coming to my house.
Why though?
Wait, but
I don't know, because I'm in the
Do
middle
you
of
know
nowhere.
her?
I don't know her. I've never seen her before.
So why are you
There's no
allowing her to
houses
come in the
around.
house?
I'm not allowing her. She
Why?
just keeps coming in.
But
I've
what
never
do you
allowed her.
mean? Is the house not locked?
It is sometimes it's not.
Why are you leaving the house? I don't know.
I don't know. Sometimes I forget. I forgot.
No, but we're like that.
That is so weird.
No, but you know, the thing is, yeah, regardless, I've realized they find a way in.
They find a way in. Sometimes, look, honestly, right now I'm thinking because every time she comes in, I'm like, oh, why did I leave the gate open? But I don't remember leaving the gate open. I don't know if the gate was actually I left it open or it was locked.
Maybe
Somehow
the
she
restaurant
opened it.
they met
I
at
don't
Kate
know.
and then she left it as you were closing it. How?
Who knows?
Must have-
Maybe. I hope that's the reason. I hope she wasn't a djinn. But the way she's disappearing every time I look back,
No. I'm saying she is,
yeah,
but like you didn't know that she was with you all
Yeah.
this time.
I didn't know maybe. And guess what? I told
But
Khalid the same
we're
story.
so you don't love the house.
Wallahi, I don't know because they used to. I'll tell you why. Maybe this is the reason why I think. But I'll tell you. But first, I told Khalid the story before he came. I keep telling him this jinn lady keeps coming to the damn house, and I'm mad. Honestly, I was ready to square up. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I knew I was gonna get my ass
told
beat,
these niggas
but
too.
I was ready. You know what I mean? I know she's gonna get super strong. She's probably gonna start walking on the walls. But I was ready. I had the kitab with me. I'm like, what's happening? You know? But I was scared. But honestly, I can't go back like this because I always think to myself, inshallah, like, what if I had a family and my kids and all that?
Yeah.
How can I be scared and be a man? You know?
Yeah,
I'm low-key scared. My heart is beating.
Well,
But I'm like,
I
I have to do this, or else if I show the fear, I can't show that fear around my kids and my wife. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So anyway, long story short, I told Khalid the story. Khalid didn't believe it. He's like, bro, you tripping out, man? Nah, this didn't happen. He comes to the house. One day, he was filling up the water at the top.
Yeah.
And I was in my room. And I'm like, Khalid, make sure there's no lady come inside the house. Yeah? Because he had the long hose all the way, because he had to leave the gate a little bit open because the hose was gone. And he's on top of the roof.
Yeah.
Mind you, he's on the roof. That means he can see
Everything.
everywhere. Mind you, we live in the middle of nowhere. So everything's easy to see. There's no houses, nothing.
Exactly.
Guess what? I hear the voices, the laughter in the toilet. Wallahi. Open the door. She's there. She's laughing in the toilet.
How are you not traumatized, bro? Like how are you not like scared after seeing just a random person in the toilet and she's laughing?
Yeah.
She's
Are you
laughing,
not
and it's the
creeped out?
scariest laugh.
Now, I feel like Wallah is true. You get
Honestly,
immune to
why I'm not scared of it?
No, I'm sweeping the house.
When you
Every
say
time I see her.
when you say Ayatul Kursi, you already know she can't even touch you. She can't even.
I know that. I know
So
that.
that's why I have so much faith in that. That's why I'm not scared. If it wasn't for Ayatul Kursi,
Yeah.
I would be like this, bro.
That is so me.
That's why I
I'm
have that much. Like I trust that much. Like I trust the Ayatul Kursi that much that I feel like she can't even touch me. You know what I mean? She can't go inside me. If it wasn't for Ayatul Kursi, I wouldn't be possessed.
So
No,
still
sorry.
هذا حتى آخر still one was
I mean, do you know good gamaka kaso bahayo?
Don't show your fear. That's why they know.
yeah.
I'm good gamaka kaso bahayo. Like when I read the dua of the house, wallah, I feel like no one can touch me.
No one can touch.
No one can do anything.
What is that noise?
That's me.
Okay, see? Maybe I do a little bit get scared. Okay, but I'm aware. See, when I get scared, I'm aware. I'm like, whoa. Like, I'm
Whoa.
scared straight away.
Yeah.
I'm like, but anyway, so this lady, I went outside. I looked at her. She's laughing. I went straight to Khalid. I went to Khalid. I told him, yo, the lady's in the house. I was talking. He's like, are you serious? Well, like, it's true. He's like, are you serious? I was just looking around. There was no one came in the house. I could see the whole house.
No,
I'm on top of the
your
roof.
house is possessed.
Yeah, could be.
Wait at DBC.
This is why I think it's possessed.
Yeah.
We had this lady, the girl, I used to cook the food
the
for us and all
Chinese
that. And my cousin called her to cook the food and all that.
Shaqayat.
Yeah, shakala.
Yeah.
And then she went from just cooking her food slowly to asking me too many questions, and I'm like, whoa. Every time she comes to the house, I used to just try to leave because she just asking questions. One time she was wearing her, I don't know, she's doing weird things. I don't know say it. I saw too many things. Okay, she was bending over for no reason. She was doing things a bit weird. Okay, she was wearing the girls what they wear under.
Yeah.
She was wearing it on top of her.
What?
That was better.
Yeah, go. She was wearing it on top. She was
Of the
wearing,
sheet.
Yeah, she was wearing it on top of the sheet. She was
How?
wearing a bra on top of the sheet. And I was confused. I'm like, damn, you trying to show me the color of it or something? Like, what's going on?
Bro, wallahi.
And then she's taking it off in front of me. I'm like,
Mhm.
why did you even put it on top of it? Why are you taking it off? Why are you bending down? You're not picking up anything. There's so many weird things going on. Anyway, astaghfirullah, I was like, yo, I gotta leave this house. Anyway, yeah, then she started asking me, like, yo, are you married? Are you this and that? And that's when I knew I got scared. I told my cousin, I'm like, yo, she's asking me funny questions, yo. As a joke, like, oh my goodness, because I wasn't scared. I was like, oh, look at that. He said, okay, we gotta kick her out of the house because if she's asking questions like that, you know, the girls, when they're cooking the food, they put sit head on the food.
Yeah.
So if she likes you and you reject her, she's gonna put sit head on the food and she's gonna call the gym. When we kicked it out, we told her, yo, we didn't tell her for that reason. He's the one that got a bit scared, and he's like, yo, you gotta go, because he knows the girls more than me. He's a local. That's when the lady started coming in ever since. That gym.
So one of the gym never came until that person left.
Until that person left. So she must have done sihr in the house. And you know what's the worst? I'm trying to read a Quran in the house. I'm always playing Quran in the house. My cousin's out there playing Somali music in his speaker, and I'm trying to tell him, yo, you're inviting these things.
But these guys are not scared.
They're not
These
scared.
guys are not scared. Yeah, like, I remember there was this, the first time I saw someone possessed was I was 12.
Oh my goodness.
There was a girl that lived opposite to us like that.
Yeah,
Every night, for some reason, when it reached Maghrib,
yeah,
her family would tie her up. Like,
Tie her.
chain her down.
that's what I'm
Get
saying.
the hell out of
Her
my
family-
face. And you
That's what
said
I'm
nothing.
Listen.
That's what I'm
Her
saying.
family would chain her
Tying up
down.
is crazy.
I was 12, yeah?
You didn't know what was going on.
I didn't know what's going on, but I was curious. I asked my cousin, I was like, wow, mom, hi. They're like, "Gabba, did you go there?" I thought they were joking. But at night, you'd always hear noises. You always hear someone screaming. Now, one day was Asr time. And you see how between Dhuhr and Asr people sleep?
Yeah.
I slept, and I walked out of the house.
Yeah.
As I walked out of the house, I was going out to meet my friends. I see people chasing someone. The whole neighborhood's chasing one person. It's the girl. They can't catch her. She's way in front of them, but I'm like half asleep. I stepped out, she hits me, runs into me, yeah? I blacked out. Next thing I know is she's inside the house there, because apparently one of the boys, he stood in front of her. So she ran to him, he was bigger, but she was still strong. She ran into him, all he did was, he knew he was going to fall. He wrapped his arms around her.
And he fell backwards.
So he fell, and then he turned himself over, and then held her down.
Smart
They
guy.
took her to the house. That's the day I discovered jinns exist. And that was my second time ever going. Second time ever going. I've been there 7 times ever since. Every year gets worse. Bro, if you see قفوا حقوبها قشن قوبها كلها عرسان الجمل كلها.
Yeah, قشن حتى هدول المري.
Yeah, هدول money, bro. And these guys, I've never seen it. They love burning shit outside.
I love it. And there's just so many rubbish areas outside, and that's why there's just so many jinns over there, because jinns love the rubbish areas.
Yeah.
For them, the rubbish areas are like beautiful areas. So what's ugly to us is beautiful to them, and what's beautiful to us is probably ugly to them. That's why we live in a different world.
Even the places where, you know, like after they slaughter the animal stuff,
Yes.
where they throw the bones and stuff.
Oh, they eat the animals. They eat the bones, whatever. They don't eat the bones, but to them, the meat is still there, and they're eating it again.
But I used to hear stories of
That's
hyenas would get possessed. That's what his story about. I don't know if it's true, but
It's not possessed, but they do black magic with the hyenas.
yeah.
You know?
I know. Yeah, because in Senegal and those other countries too.
It's very predominant.
Yeah, in Somalia they do that. But only like the villagers know how to do that. So if you get like a villager guy angry, he'll be like, I'm gonna come to your house and I'm gonna eat all your sheep and I'm gonna eat your livestock. I'm gonna eat everything you got.
He turns into a hyena, whatever it is.
Yeah, that night he does black magic into a hyena or whatever. He goes to sleep at night, and when he wakes up, he's basically takes over the hyena or some shit. And I didn't believe the story, but apparently,
They call it Holy Smatters.
something like that. But he's sleeping, but now the hyena it's like in a dream, but he becomes a hyena somehow.
So he
He's
takes
controlling, like
over.
he starts to eat everything and all that. And then one time he left, it was a story where he left the door open on purpose. He ate everything. He woke up the next day, he's like, yeah, a hyena came and ate your stuff, right? And he even left the door open, right? That was me. How did you know that? Don't mess with the old dogs.
That's what I mean.
The old heads, the villagers, they reach new levels. These little girls only know how to do little sihr on the food and all that, they'll get possessed. These ones know how to control the damn animal. With all that power, god damn.
In saying that, to the viewers watching there, because some people might trip out.
Yeah.
In saying that, go to Somalia, see for yourself. The good always outweighs the bad. So go see for yourself.
Yeah, I'm only talking about the bad stuff,
Yeah.
but the good is way better. But if I talk about the good, you guys are gonna be like, oh, wow, that's nice. If I talk about the bad, you're not gonna forget. Who's gonna forget these jinn stories?
No.
The animal that I stabbed.
I know.
Nobody's gonna forget that. That is why.
So go see for yourself. You gotta see it to believe it. Go see it for yourself.
It's part of the experience.
It's part of the experience, but like it comes in the bundle. It's part of the experience. So moving on to the next thing. Take a break. Catch your energy.
No, but like that's intense.
Maybe I talk too much.
Nah.
We got some things out.
Nah, bro.
You already know this video is going viral. You already know, man.
One thing about
Inshallah.
this channel is, like the approach we're trying to take is to be very unfiltered and to speak about the things people don't usually want to speak about.
I like that. Well, I
So
like that.
when people feel uncomfortable like speaking about things, we try to speak about it. So whatever you want to say, bro, this is your
Lay it
time.
out. I'll lay it out.
So
I
in
like
saying
that.
that,
Yeah.
I want to ask you a question.
Mhm.
Now, in this stage you are in life, and the stages to come,
Mhm.
what are some things you would like to achieve before, let's say, 35, for yourself?
Is there certain goals that you want to
Yeah.
achieve and set up?
Honestly,
It can be anything, no matter how big, no matter how small, as long as it's something you feel like you want to achieve by a certain age or by a certain time, the next 5, 10 years.
yeah, I do. Honestly, I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, I do. I want to be rich. I want to be rich.
Inshallah.
Inshallah. I want to not just like that. I want to like actually like, inshallah, like having your own business is the best. I want to be able to like make money while I'm sleeping. That's when you know you made it. You don't have to like clock in 9 to 5 and this and that. Like having your own brand or whatever it is.
Exactly.
Revenue just coming in and just you're chilling. And not just because of me, just so I can obviously, because that money, a lot of people say, oh, you're a Muslim, why are you chasing after money, you know? But this money can also take you to the highest level of Jannah as well.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Imagine how many mosques you can like
build.
and the wells and
Donation.
donate,
Yeah.
planting trees
Orphanages.
and helping so many people. This can increase your rankings. So if you have good intentions, ask for to be rich. But if you want to be rich because you're just so caught up in this world and you just want everything here so you can just have fun, then that's wrong. But me, I know I'm not going to get lost in all that. I'm going to help so many people because I've seen Somalia and I've seen my family. There's so many people I couldn't help. I tried to help so much. Like I did as much as I could, but I was losing money too. It's not like I was working. The money that I spent over there, I'm not going to get it back. It's all the money that I've saved. It's not coming back to me. So, but I still try to help. But yeah, inshallah, yeah, of course, I always ask Allah to, bless me with money so I can help people.
I mean,
And I think it's also Allah sometimes gives people rizq and money as a test to
As a
see what
test.
you do with
Yeah.
it.
Yep. Sometimes the money can also be like a bad thing. Like
can be
Allah
a
maybe
key, yeah.
dislikes the person and Allah will give you money to kind of like so you can keep busy, like
Exactly,
it will make
yeah.
you busy.
Chasing your
Basically,
desires.
chase your desires because Allah only guides the people that actually try to like.
Person wants to be guided,
The
yeah.
person wants to be guided. If you try, then Allah will direct you. But if you're not trying, Allah knows that. So he'll keep you busy. Go ahead, do all that.
And stay
You know?
focused.
That's what I'm saying.
What else? Anything else?
By 35, you said? Obviously, inshallah, I get married and have kids. I want to have kids. I want to have a lot of kids. I want to have at
6,
least like
8.
Nah, actually, I want to have like
No,
maybe
he
five.
doesn't want to
I
joke.
used to-
Like, yours
maybe
quite
five.
different, bro.
If
You're in a different ball
if
game.
I'm blessed with that, inshallah.
Inshallah, my goal is to have 5. If I can choose, I'll choose two girls and 3 boys. Or 2 boys and 2 girls, fine. Honestly, because at the start I was gonna say 2 boys and 1 girl, but then I felt bad. She needs a sister to play with. Well, that's how I thought about it.
Yeah.
So I was like 2 boys and 2 girls.
I would say
right?
two.
Or else we should become a nigga, bro.
Yeah. No, you're the best of both worlds. You know, everybody always says, "Yeah, well, I only want sons. I only want sons." But when you get old, your sons are not gonna help you no more.
No, wallahi, that's
Who you're gonna have to go? Your daughters are gonna be the ones that are helping you when you're old and and you can't move. And inshallah, you reach that age. At least, inshallah, we all live a long life. But when you get really old, you think your son is gonna clean, wash you, and all that, or make food for you and help you?
Wallahi, only
Nurture
his
you.
sister.
Only your daughter. Only the girls have that. You know. That's why you need the daughters too. And obviously, if you raise 2 daughters and actually until they get married, that can be your way to Jannah too. If you raise them right until they get married, that could be your way to Jannah too. So there's so many blessings in it.
Yeah.
But I still need 2 sons there because like maybe they can become soccer players. So
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And on top of that, like they continue the generation. You know what I mean? If I don't have sons, my generation stops right there. Like, wow. When I die and go to Jannah, it's like whole family gathering is gonna come. All right, so he stops right there. Like damn. Like where's the rest of the generation? That's what you do.
I agree with that.
So yeah, but 35, inshallah, money, but what's more important than just health. Hopefully, everyone's healthy. My whole family's healthy. People I know, I'm healthy. And kids and a wife.
I've got a controversial question for you. Controversial. 6 boys or 6 girls? You gotta pick one.
I'm so sorry, but I had to apologize to her. But because she's a girl and girls are gonna get angry. But I have to pick the 6 boys.
I don't get angry, it's fine.
Because my sister's like, if I say something like that around them, like boys or girls, if I say anything like that, they'll get angry. They'll be like, this guy. So that's why I have to apologize. And I get scared, So I'm picking the 6 boys because 6 girls is, man, I have to like think about it because we're guys ourselves.
Yeah.
And I'm not like, when we say we're afraid to have a daughter, it's not because of her. We're afraid of the guys.
Yeah, exactly.
The guys that are going to be
But
chasing
then
her, the guys who are
don't
going to...
forget about Jonah then.
Yeah, that's 2 girls. That's why I only want 2 girls. But 6...
He said,
Woo!
yeah, but still.
That's That's
Well, like, that would be hard, bro.
You're gonna be a one-man army for these girls. Well, don't forget that.
It's gonna be hard. Do you know how many guys have to be careful? Hey, be careful. That guy's only talking to you for this. Hey, don't talk to this guy. Wait, what? What happened? Like a lot of guys are gonna be lying to them because I'm a guy, right? And guys, we're guys. We all have the same brain. Well, let's be honest. We all have the same brain. It's either you can control yourself or you can't control yourself.
Exactly.
That's what it comes down to. But we all read each other. We all know what we're all thinking.
Exactly. Yeah.
And as guys, sometimes they'll tell girls whatever they want to hear, and the girl will fall for it, even though they don't mean what they mean.
Yeah.
They just, I don't know what they're trying to get.
Exactly.
But the girl will fall for it. Because
well,
girls
like,
only like what they hear, and they're more emotional. Guys are just more physical. Oh, okay, she just wants to hear this, then I can get this. If she just hears this, I'll tell her. I'll just keep lying. The guys are the ones who are chasing. The girls don't really chase. We chase. And we're created like that.
No, these days, guys want to be chased.
Exactly.
So it's
Hey, but that
These days, look, these days it's like that because, like I told you, you know why?
We were talking about it.
I'm getting speechless. Well, I was gonna say something. I was gonna say because like the cancel culture is so crazy, right?
Yeah.
So if a guy approaches a girl in the wrong way, he might get cancelled or whatever. So they're too scared now.
Bro, you're seeing
They're too scared to approach.
Like, just because you look a certain way,
It's
It's not about preaching though.
yeah.
It's not about preaching. It's about the after that. So after you like spoke to the girl, whatever.
Yep.
They want to be chased. The guys.
Only because they realize that look, you have to understand that now we know what girls want.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Exactly.
If you chase this girl, we know that if we show her too much attention and all that, she's not gonna want you.
Exactly.
So now we
Wallahi,
up the
he's saying
game.
the
That's
right
why.
thing.
Honestly, that's why.
Do you know more
You see
engagement? No, more engagement had that with it.
Yeah.
Look at the oh my god, one kuraba, blah blah blah.
The girl's not gonna be interested.
Wait, how old they sound?
Because you're easy to get.
Yeah,
Easy.
Yeah, you're easy.
You
She
know
wants
the-
that hard one. She
Exactly.
wants the bad boy.
Yeah.
So we
Wallahi.
still want her,
The
but we're playing
mysterious
this game to get her. That's what it is.
Yeah.
Because we
What's the
spoke to her at the
game
start,
saying?
right? The game is to still, play
Yeah.
around. It's not me. I'm just explaining the other
it's-
guys with the same brain as me. Like I told you, you can control yourself, but you can't, right?
Exactly.
I can control myself. We can control ourselves.
Same. But listen, wallahi,
Yeah.
you know what?
I'm
Do you
just
know what the
explaining.
Gabbard said? You know what the Gabbard said? She said, Ninkan, maalin kasta way jecla wax kasta way soo jiro way kaxayn jiray. Haddana marabi waxa. Nin sida u fiican marabi because maalin kasta unbu idaba socdayo.
Yeah.
Unbu weydiinaya.
No, but it requires balance. Like you don't have to be up her ass every single
But
day.
that's the thing, men, like you just said, you either control yourself or you don't. So the ones who don't control themselves, they will go all the way into it.
Yeah.
Giving everything,
Giving
giving too
everything.
much. Or you control yourself, you just hold back. So there's no in between, pretty much.
And it's also like what I said last time, a couple episodes ago. I said, guys are tired. Because now you chase a girl, yeah? You chase her, you get to the end, she just wants to, she wants you to keep chasing her.
Give it validation all the time.
But I need petrol.
Yeah.
I'm running out of energy. So it's like,
To feel it, wallahi.
You're what about like a Tesla or something?
Yeah.
God,
so it's like, it gets to a point where you get tired of it. So now a lot of guys, not all guys, but a lot of guys are playing reverse psychology.
Because they clock
So,
the
yeah.
game. They clock the game.
They clock the game. So
Now there's YouTube, and in YouTube there's guys teaching you how to actually get girls.
Yes.
They'll tell you straight up, you want a girl? Don't chase her. Let her chase you to say something, then boom, don't give her attention. They're just gonna start thinking, why isn't he talking to me anymore? Why isn't he doing this? Why isn't he doing that? They're just gonna
Oh, so
easy.
that's what you guys are doing. Wow.
Yeah.
No,
What the hell?
I'm just exposing them because like I told you,
You
I
watch
know we all have the
YouTube
same
videos.
brain. That's what. Okay, maybe I'll do it. You know what I'm saying? Like maybe I'll do it. Come on, I need to see what it was like.
Like,
Let's be
yeah.
honest, you know what I
Just
mean?
for the experience of the
I
vibe.
want to see. It was, come on, I saw the thumbnail right there and I clicked there by accident. Stop.
Yeah. You have to, you trial it, wallahi.
No, because like inshallah, like also, like inshallah, if I get married and all that, The marriage is gonna be boring. Honestly, the marriage is gonna be boring if you just like it gets a bit boring. So you have to spice it up a little bit. You know what I'm saying?
Like some weird niggas we used to know. Like
No, I'm joking. Marriage is different, but marriage you can't do that because now you're already married, so you
Yeah,
can't
yeah.
play around like that.
Not play
You
around,
just
but
like
you
that.
still need to. Yeah.
Honestly, but I wouldn't do that. If I was trying to get married, obviously I'm gonna try to keep it halal as possible. But like I told you, I'm only exposing
some
other guys because, like I told you, we'll have the same brain, so I know what they're really thinking. You know what I mean? It's not.
Yeah, don't worry. It's not you. It's not you. It's other people.
Yeah,
It's got me sweating out here. I was like, hopefully I didn't say the wrong thing. I was.
No.
Well,
What
that's
else,
the honest
right?
reason.
Yeah.
So, like now, like you kind of have an idea of what our channel's about.
Yeah.
So, like, do you have any things or like advice that you would want to see us do in the future? Like anything you'd add, or anything you take out, or like any like sort of topics or.
Honestly, I like it like this. Honestly, I feel very comfortable. As soon as I came in, I'm already comfortable. I'm talking. I'm relaxed. So far, it's good. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So far, I actually like it like this. Like I've seen a couple of videos on YouTube on your channel. I liked it honestly. So I was like, shit.
We appreciate that. We appreciate
Wallahi,
that.
honestly, I actually liked it. So yeah. Also, my sister also watches this and she told me about it. Yeah. So it's good. I wouldn't really change anything. I mean, you guys got me drinks. You guys allow me to speak freely. You know what I mean?
That's the whole point. Speak your mind.
Usually, like, yeah, when I'm around people, I usually don't say too much
Yeah.
because people respect me when I'm just quiet. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
You're
when
the
I'm
quiet
and I'm smiling, people respect me. They'll come to me, oh my goodness, Elias, how are you? But as soon as I start talking, and I run my mouth, respect is out the way. I'm like, this guy's crazy. So the fact that hopefully you guys still respect me after everything I said.
The respect went up.
But, thank you.
It went up.
But yeah, so honestly, enjoy it.
That's good, man. I appreciate that.
But yeah, what was the question before? Have I even answered the question or did I go left before?
Yeah, the
About
6
the-
boys.
About the 6 boys and the 6
You never
girls.
answered it.
I didn't answer it. See, that's the thing about me. I just go
No,
somewhere
you
else.
did say. I think you did say.
Oh yeah, I
the
did.
guys.
I did. Yeah, honestly,
Yeah,
I go for the
apologize.
6 boys.
Yeah.
Yeah, I go for the 6 boys because of that reason. Yeah, I did answer it.
Because of men.
Because of men. That's why.
Because of men.
Yeah.
What does that mean?
Like I told you, because they chase.
Ah.
They're trying to. They're trying to get.
Oh
something.
yeah, you're trying to avoid that.
I'm trying to avoid all that. It's gonna be too much to kind of get them to understand why. Huh?
Yeah, but they're like, think about
How are you gonna control them?
How you gonna control the
Honestly, nah.
I'm so sorry. I'm stuck in company again. Hi, sure, I'm going out.
Oh yeah.
Honestly, I feel like
Hello.
honestly, I feel like since I'm a guy, like I can kind of like
Relate.
relate and tell them straight up, like, and they'll understand me. Like for a girl, I can't tell her like, hey, this guy only wants you for this. Look, you want to do something, and she's more emotional. Everything's emotional. She's already in love. She's emotional. With a guy, he'll understand me straight away. You know? I'll be like, yo, I'll smack him in the head. But my daughter, I'm not gonna touch my daughters. So that's one of the reasons too.
Yeah, fair enough. It's a good answer.
Yeah.
I agree with you.
You know what I mean?
I agree with
The
you.
sons I can
No, say by
I can be more like straight up and but the girls, I'm honestly I can't touch them. It's a bit different. I have to be
You have to come from a whole different angle.
I have to come from a whole different angle, say different things. Yeah, it's gonna be a bit hard.
Terrifying.
Alright, no, but that's a good answer. So now we're gonna move on to the last part. So what we do is we usually find like things on Reddit, like confessions or what's that word?
Ridiculous stories, bro.
Not stories, dilemmas, yeah.
Yep.
Like sticky situations that people in. And we try to give our 2 cents.
Oh yeah, I'm good at that. I'm
Yeah.
good at like helping people out. I can help you out in a situation because I tell them straight up. I try
Yeah.
to not be disrespectful, but I try to say it nicely as possible, and
To the
Alright,
point.
so then this one will be good for you. So someone said, my husband cheated on me after 31 years. We have 3 adult kids, and told me that the reason he is
Now that they wrote it like with bad English.
Sorry.
I'll read it.
the way they wrote it. My husband cheated on me after 31 years. We have 3 adult kids, and told me the reason is he stopped loving me a few years ago. he's been with a married older woman for 11 months. Should I divorce or not?
Well, how old is her
Is
husband?
this a
whoa,
Muslim guy?
31 years they've been married.
31 years and they have 3 adult kids.
That means this guy's probably in his 50s. And he told me
Probably.
he got married to an older
No.
lady than him, like 70 or something. God damn! Was it the lady that hopped in my bed or something? Like, who is this? Like, bro, this guy's got some weird fetish.
So he's been cheating with her.
Honestly, I thought he was going to go for someone younger, but he's
No,
going for
wait.
someone older.
Oh, so
That's
he's been cheating. He's not with her.
No. He's not with her.
Ah.
He has, like, he's been
Yeah.
with an older woman that's for the past 11 months that they
Yeah.
married.
He's been cheating.
But how did she find out though?
He told her, he said, the reason I want to divorce you is because I stopped loving you years ago.
But how did she find out he's with someone else?
Read it more.
He told her,
Ah.
yeah.
Okay.
He told her. And then she said, should I divorce her? What would you say to that?
Honestly, first of all, the first question I asked is, clearly they're not Muslim, right?
No.
Yeah, see,
The stick one, yeah?
then that's the reason. That is why Islam says a guy can marry 4 wives.
There you go.
Because we're not like that. Like, honestly, not when I say we, I mean like other guys. I keep forgetting there's a girl here, and she's running this way. I get scared. Like, what the hell? She's gonna throw me out that window. Sorry. Let me just rephrase that. Yeah, that's why. Like, honestly, not because of loving and all this, because but the fact that he went for someone older is okay. That's interesting. That's a very interesting.
I mean, each to their own.
And 31, he was definitely not loyal from the start. He was definitely cheating every single day from the start.
No, I
There's no way he was loyal all the way for 31 years and all of a
And
sudden,
then out of nowhere.
boom. He was
Not just
not loyal
that,
from the
he
start.
heartlessly told her, I don't love you anymore. Someone that says that to you blatantly
Huh.
never gave a shit about you.
Yeah.
And you have to hear from both sides, first of all. Maybe she was annoying him, okay? Maybe she was...
I mean, he's not wrong, but
Maybe-
he's not wrong.
Maybe she wasn't cooking every day. Maybe she heard... Because 31 years. So back then, if you think about it, the females back then were more like, mashallah, they were like traditional.
Yeah.
The guy would go out and, work and all that, bring the money. She's the queen of the house, As they say in Islam, she's the queen of the house, take care of the kids. She'll cook, she'll clean, she'll listen to him. And when they're outside, he would treat her like a queen. And then he'll open the door for her, he'll buy her whatever she wanted. So it was fair, it was balanced.
Yeah.
But after 31 years, he probably heard the new things that they're coming up with.
Mm.
What? Girls doing this? Man, I'm not doing this. I'm not cooking no more. You cook. Like that. Like,
And then
whoa.
he was like,
Then what was the point of getting married? You know what I'm saying?
Like,
No, but hey, that could be right though, because deep, he went for an older woman.
There we go. So the fact that he went for older woman is probably more
Which
like...
is the traditional.
yeah, that someone can give
That's
him that
Maybe.
Maybe
manly
she-
feeling, you know?
Yeah.
Manly
But
feeling.
honestly,
Yeah.
So
honestly,
she gives him a manly feeling.
Obviously, when you provide for the woman, you feel like a man.
you do
Okay.
feel like a man.
Yeah.
And honestly, you know who I blame for all this? I blame guys. I'll tell you why I blame guys for all this change. Because every time, like, I'm on, whenever I'm on, like, Instagram or whatever, like, on the comments, whenever a girl does some crazy stuff or whatever, they'll be like, oh, look at her, man, go back to the kitchen. Why are you saying that? It's a good thing. Like, now she's going to hate going to the kitchen.
Obviously.
And it's going to come back to
Yeah,
us.
they get triggered.
Hey, speaking about that, I'm about to mention this little story.
Yeah.
We'll go on a road trip one time, right?
Yeah,
Me and
yeah,
this guy and a couple of boys.
Mhm.
I don't know why. For some reason, I made a promise to this guy.
Yeah.
The first woman I see on the sidewalk,
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
gonna scream, go to the kitchen.
Oh, shit. See, this guy's there. That's what I'm saying. Everyone is saying that.
This guy's part of the problem.
He's
We
fine.
drove us, and that lady walking by herself.
What did she say?
Go back to the kitchen.
Yeah.
Wallahi, she froze in your steps and did this.
There we go.
She just froze in your footsteps.
And that was the last time she cooked for her man.
Oh,
During
yes.
the whole relationship.
Trust
That's
me,
probably
it's
him.
only
That's probably the guy's
He's
wife
the
right
issue.
there.
Here's the issue.
There we go. That's what I'm saying. There was a lot of guys saying, go back to the kitchen, go back to the kitchen. Do this. Make me a sandwich. Oh my goodness, these females nowadays, they can't make a sandwich. They can't take care of us.
But I'll ask you
They're gonna
I'll
get
ask the
angry.
question back to you guys.
Hmm.
Do you expect your wife to cook for you guys every day?
Not really.
Look, I'm honestly, look, I'll be honest as possible. I'm not someone who's like, I don't yell at people for not cooking. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not gonna come to the house and expect the food to be made. I mean, I would love her to cook and all that. But let's say she was cooking every day and maybe twice she didn't cook out of the week. I'm not gonna be like, yo, where's the food? Like, you didn't cook anything all day or not? No, I'm just gonna be like, okay, maybe she's tired, she doesn't wanna cook today. Hey, let's go out and eat. I'm not gonna be harsh on her. I'm not gonna tell her to cook, but I would love her to just cook for me, that would be great. I don't want to be the person who tells you. You know what I mean?
Like,
But yes, of course. Honestly, I was never taught how to cook. You have to understand that I don't know what to cook. Like, I can't cook.
Wait,
Got
so
four sisters
We were
and
never
a
taught.
mum.
We were never taught how to cook. I learned it myself.
Yeah?
My mom never taught me. Why can't you learn it?
wait, so
Why
now
can't you
if you
go
want
Honestly,
to,
look, you have to understand, yeah? Come on, does a girl want a guy to be in the kitchen and cooking? Hey,
Yes.
dear, sit down, let me cook for you.
Yes.
And he's washing the dishes.
Don't sit there.
What kind of guy is that?
Sometimes.
There's no rajal in that. You know what I'm saying? A big man. Darling, sit down and let me cook for you.
No, but what's wrong with that?
Here, my darling. Trust me, right now all these females will say, yeah, that's what I want, but really, that's not what they want. They want a man.
No, no,
You want that
hey,
butterfly.
hey,
They
hey.
will lose respect for you so quickly.
That doesn't diminish the fact that you're a man. That the man
Honestly-
who doesn't get out of the window. Like I don't
Honestly, the
understand.
man will get out the window because
No, he
look,
doesn't.
look at today's times. Like if you
No,
see
sometimes.
if you go to Somalia and like these Western these third world countries, the men are men.
Yeah.
But when you come to these Western countries, why do you think they slowly become like this? Because now they made it like this. Oh, a man can just do all these little
little softy things. But
little
It's not
something
soft,
and
it's hard,
then-
it's
that's saying the blue.
Yes.
You get telling me.
like there's no other better way to say it, but it goes both ways. Like if the girl doesn't want to cook and all that, but she expects the guy to pay and
All the
do the
bills.
extra stuff and
Buy
No, it
her
doesn't
a
make
new
sense.
doesn't
bag.
want to do
It
her
doesn't
part,
make sense.
it's not gonna be
Obviously,
right.
it doesn't make sense.
Then it's not nice
No,
like
no.
that. But honestly,
But I'm saying just out of courtesy, out of hadith, like, oh, my
But
time,
one
let
day,
me
look,
do something.
Yeah, well, like,
Yeah, yeah,
honestly,
yeah.
yes,
That's
yes,
what I'm talking
yes,
about.
of course.
Yeah.
Like let's just say, inshallah, I get married, and let's just say my wife was injured, or even if she's pregnant and she can't do it and all that. That's when I'm gonna cook. You know what I mean? I'm gonna be like,
Okay.
yes,
So
I'm
when
gonna
the
cook.
noodles
Yes,
coming
yeah,
out
I
the
want-
way?
yes, of course. Well, not like when she's healthy and all that. She's like, no, cook, because I expect my man to cook. Whoa. Hold up.
Pretty much what you're trying to say is, if she makes it a habit, then it's a problem.
Yes.
Okay.
If she makes it a habit, it's a problem, and she starts saying, "No, I'm not gonna do this because why you think I can do? You think I'm meant to do this because I'm a female?" If she starts saying that, then that's when it becomes a problem. But if she says, "Hey, Elias, you wanna cook today because I'm kind of injured or I can't do this today," and yeah, of course, I'll cook. But every single day, you want me to come back? Sorry, guys, I can't. I have to cook for my wife. They're gonna be like,
No.
"What the hell did you get married for?" You know what I'm saying?
What's the point?
Like now, there's only one reason he got married. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Is
golly.
that really enough?
It's not enough.
No, like, he didn't know.
It ain't enough.
Double down.
But honestly, I will. Like I told you, I'm not disrespectful or anything. And honestly, it's the guys that done this to the females. They
100%.
They made them hate it, yeah.
They made them hate it.
100%.
And really, it's a good thing. Guys actually love when a girl does this. When she does this, he actually loves her more and he's gonna treat her even better.
100%.
But when she doesn't do this, and she's disrespecting her own husband, and he's like, we weren't created the same. You have to understand that. You know what I mean? Like,
Do you know what? Like, let me disturb you, Marlon. I was out, and then my friend, Wef Kisu,
yeah.
she said something that just triggered me so bad.
What did she say?
She said to him, "Naga ami naga for
Oh.
If that someone said that to me,
Oh.
but she felt embarrassed because he was saying certain things that she didn't like. She just said to him, "Naga ami naga for But in English, we
Yeah.
just
Shut up, sit down.
If it was me,
Disrespect.
No, that would, I'll be melting.
I would be going like.
But then,
That goes both ways, yeah.
At the same time, what was he saying about it?
He was saying certain things like.
Yeah, like you shouldn't say certain things in public.
To embarrass her.
Yeah, to
No,
embarrass
he
her.
wasn't
She embarrassed
embarrassing.
him.
He was just making jokes.
Yeah.
But
He
but
He was making
no, no.
jokes and it was funny to us, but
But
she
then
didn't
maybe-
like it.
Yeah, maybe it wasn't funny to her.
Wait, was the joke
Yeah.
about her?
No, it was not. It was about the group.
No,
Like,
sometimes the guys are just too playful. They take it too far. That's all.
Yes.
so she was like, but what would she say in front of everyone?
In front of anyone. In front of
But
anyone.
it was just in the moment.
Yeah.
She forgot everything else and she was like, "Hey, you're embarrassing
Yeah.
me." Shut
But then
up.
at the same time, if that's like something that real cares,
Yeah. One time,
Then it's a
one time
problem.
it's like, like you shouldn't
Yeah,
be doing this.
like maybe-
Like, you talk about it.
Yeah.
But if she's disrespecting you like this every time in front of people, then that's a problem.
That's a
you know
problem,
what I
yeah.
mean?
Exactly.
That gets to me.
But honestly, no one is perfect. There's always gonna be fights.
Fights.
There's always gonna be disagreements, and that's how we are as humans. I'm not gonna say I want this, I want this, I want this, I expect this, because everything's written and no one's perfect. Even I'm gonna make mistakes. I might say things that I get people angry sometimes too.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I don't expect too much, but it'll be good at least.
Yeah.
Let me feel like a man, at least. That's the least you can do.
Alright,
I
so
hope I answered that question.
you feel like
That was scary.
so I feel like you're someone who knows a couple things.
Yep.
So what would your advice be if you could give advice to the youth here and the youth back in Somalia? What would your advice to them be?
Start with the youth here.
Yeah. Start with the youth here. What would your advice to them be? Being in their shoes.
Yeah, honestly, the youth here, look, I know I joke around a lot, but always everything I do is I try to go by like the rules of Islam, you know?
Yeah.
That's what I do. I always go back to Islam because I can't answer everything I do is I always think about it. Islam is always right, you know? And these people, man, honestly, first of all, the youth over there, let me start off with the youth over there. They're trying to come here so bad.
Mm-hmm.
They die on the way there. Either on the water they die, or they go to one of these Arab countries on the way, and these Arabs, like Yemen and all that, they chuck them in the prison, or they enslave them, things like that. And I told the youths over there, like the young boys over there, and I'm telling them, yo, these Western countries, it's not Jannah. You know what I mean? It's not paradise.
Exactly.
You're gonna have hardship anywhere, over there and here. Go to the moon, anywhere you want. In this dunya, you're always gonna struggle. There's always gonna be something. They're thinking, when I go to Europe or whatever, in America, Australia, that's it. It's Jannah. I'm gonna be happy forever. Money is gonna be flying like this. Oh my goodness, money everywhere. That's what they're thinking. And yeah, and the youths here, they just need to go back and see. They need to go back to these. They need to go back to Somalia. They need to go back home and see. Because when I went to Somalia and I came here, I felt so grateful for everything. I can't even. It's hard to complain.
Exactly.
Honestly.
So
And surround yourself with good people.
They need to get humble, pretty much.
Exactly. And you it's like who do you hang around with? That's what it comes down to. If your friends are bad, you're gonna turn out like that. You can't be in a bad group of friends. You can't be hanging around with a group of friends that are doing all these bad things and expect to change them yourself. Leave that whole group and let them follow you, inshallah. But just you have to leave. You're gonna end up like them. Because yeah, alhamdulillah. First of all, alhamdulillah, I went to Hajj. Because honestly, I almost went left as well, you know, when I was younger as well. But alhamdulillah, it was written for me to go to Hajj. It was actually meant to be my mum and Khalid. My older brother's meant to go Hajj with my mum.
Yeah.
This is after my mum needed a mahram. This is after my dad passed away, so she needed a man to go with her.
Yeah.
And she chose Khalid, but Khalid was busy with exams and 12 and all that, so she picked me. And I know that was one of my actually du'as. So Allah can actually guide me, because I was just around the wrong group of people and they were stealing from each other. They were doing crazy things, and my prayer got accepted. And somehow my mom was like, "Khalid's busy. You're gonna have to come with me." And I knew, oh my goodness, I was accepted.
Yeah.
I got chosen. I went to Hajj. Ever since then, I never missed a single prayer. Not even a single prayer, not a single question. And alhamdulillah, my life has changed.
No, wallahi, that is so true. When
My
you
D,
go
I
there,
want to met you.
yeah, wallahi.
But it was not like this. Like when I came back from Hajj, it was like so high. It was wild. But now it's not as high as it was.
Yeah.
But I'm not like how I was, you know.
Yeah.
So I'm still doing
Progress.
good. I'm still doing better than I was.
Yeah.
But like, oh my goodness, my level of iman when you go to Hajj, it's gonna be up there that you don't even care about money. I was telling Khalid, why are you chasing after money, man? All this business you're trying to do, we're all gonna die, man. This dunya is nothing. Don't you want Jannah? Read the Quran, do something good enough. Nah,
I want to be rich.
I want to be rich. So I'm not as how I was. Like I'm not like what I was before. Because before, you'll forget everything.
Exactly.
One time, I shouldn't tell the story. Maybe, should I tell the story? Like, I trusted this guy, one of my old friends.
Yeah.
Maybe I should tell the story so other people...
Yeah.
Tell us the story.
Yeah.
If you don't want to tell us, well, we can cut it out.
No, I want to tell the story, but hopefully, yeah, I'll tell the story. It's
I mean,
not, it's
you're
not a
not
bad
saying
story.
their
It's not,
names,
no, yeah, I won't say their names, but when I came back from Hajj, when you come back from Hajj, bro, you forget everything.
Yeah.
Like you automatically think everyone else is good. They're good people everywhere. Everyone's so good. MashaAllah. My eyes were open. I wasn't chasing nothing in this dunya. I just wanted paradise. I wanted to just do so much good and get so much ajr. One of my friends that I used to hang around with, remember, I used to hang around with a bad crew, yeah? He's like, you know what? My tire my tire is flat. I need money, bro. Like, can I borrow $250? And mind you, back then, I was only working like 2 days a week. I was making a little bit of money. I was working at Nando's and I was saving up for a car.
Yeah.
And 2 days a week, I'm making like maybe $18 an hour. 2 days a week, it's nothing. And I saved all the way up to maybe 3K. So how long did that take me? Long time. So I was saving that before I went to Hajj and all the way after I came back from Hajj. He wanted 250. You know what I did? Damn, I'm going to work right now. I can't give it to you right now, but guess what? Well, you know what I'll do for you? I'll leave my card, my bank card, in the mailbox for you.
Are you
I'll go
okay?
to work. That's why I expected everyone to be good. This was after Hajj. You caught me when I thought everyone was good. Guess what? I gave him my card. I left my card in the mailbox for him. I said, I'm going to work. There's my card, and here's my PIN. Send him my PIN as well. Get a notification, 3K missing from your account.
No.
He cashed out everything. And guess what? Still, not even $1 he left on me. At least leave something for me. Leave something for me to catch the bus with.
But how did he know exactly 3K opportunity?
Do you know you can print
Yeah,
the
you can
receipt?
check the-
I gave him my PIN.
You go to ATM.
So you check the balance for him.
Yeah. Because I gave him the PIN. It's not like he was just tapping everything.
Yeah.
Then after that, and still, because my iman was so high that I expected everyone to be good. You know what I thought? Maybe it costed more than he thought it'd be. Put it back in my pocket. Can you believe that?
When did it hit you, Bob?
It didn't hit me after like a good week.
And then you realized, shit.
Yeah, because I kept texting him, hey, you alright, man? So it costed more than you thought, right? He hasn't responded. The next day I'll be like, hey, man, can I get my card back at least? You can pay the money. You give me the back whenever you can, but can I get my card back? 'Cause I got my next pay coming in, you know what I'm saying? Didn't respond. I think he's online. It was Facebook back then. It was online. You can see the green little dot.
Yeah.
He's throwing up a status. You can see his new status. Yeah, I just got rich. I'm like, hey man, I heard you got rich, man. Can I just, get my 3K back?
How did you not even report that?
I
Are
still
you
didn't.
okay?
No, I didn't report it. And then until I told one of my friends, I'm like, bro, I don't know what's going on. I gave this. I told him the whole story. He's like, bro, are you dumb? Are you dumb or crazy? Which one are you? He's like, how do you give your whole card to someone? Plus the PIN. How do you not know this? You're gonna tell me this after 4 days? He got so angry. My friend got angry. He's like, you know what? He set him up for me. He's like, he's gonna be over there. After mosque, come here. I'm gonna be with him. I'll let you know that where he's at. So I saw him. I was like, hey man, can I get my card? He gave me my card. I'm like, bro, what happened, bro? Like, I trusted you, you know? Like, I wasn't even angry. I was like disappointed. Very, very disappointed. I trusted you. How can you do this to me, you know? I'm like, so what happened? He's like, oh, I can't pay you, man. I really want to pay you back, but one of my homeboys said he's gonna take that money and he's gonna bring it back. And I got the card back. And then for 5 days, I was so angry. My head was boiling that I was like, that's when the shaitans came to me. And they started giving me ideas. And I'm like, all of a sudden the shaitans came back. Because when I came back from Hajj, the whole week, no shaitan was next to me. The shaitans all came to me. I could feel 4 shaitans around me, giving me different ideas. Wallahi, they told me, one shaitan told me, wallahi, astaghfirullah. But I know it was a shaitan because it's obviously a bad dog, right? He said, go to this boy, because there's another bad boy that I know. He will literally sell those tires and all that, sell the whole car. I know where that boy lives. Sell his whole car and make that money back. And then the other shaitan was saying some crazy stuff that I don't want to talk about. That one I could have gone to jail. But yeah, I stopped. I told the shaitan, astaghfirullah, nope, you have to forgive this guy. And it was so hard. It took me 2 days to forgive him. I was trying to forgive him. I was asking Allah to take that anger out from my chest so I could forgive him. And finally, I forgave him, and that anger went out of my chest. Wallahi, it disappeared to the point where I forgot about what happened. One time I was playing basketball with him. Guess what? I was playing basketball with him too. And I was like, hey man, I've got a drink for myself. Hey man, you got a drink? I got you. I'll get you a drink. And his face was like, it was like awkward. Yeah, it was like,
no,
this guy just
you killed them with
asked me
kindness.
and then I thought about it, because from his face, I was like, then I remembered. I'm like,
Yeah, that happens. Yeah.
Then I was like, oh, I'll put him on the spot. Now he's in an awkward situation.
Yeah.
Like, he's like, doesn't ask for a drink.
But he wants one at the same time as
But at
well.
the same time, he's sweating and he wants one. And I forgot about what happened because I literally took it out of my chest. Because like I told you, wallahi, for 2 reasons. Once you forgive someone for your sake, and on top of that, Allah is going to forgive you in the day of judgment for your sins. because we're not perfect. We've done things. So on their judgment, when the sun is this close, and everyone's butt naked, hopefully I don't see that lady that was on my bed. Man, I want to be forgiven, man. At the end of the day, we're all Jannah.
No, you'll get that 3K and more. Don't worry.
Times 3,
But
times
it's a
4.
quick question though. I was still so shocked at that. That old lady came into your house with her family.
With the whole family, she came. I kicked all the kids out, and she's on my bed.
So she had an agenda when she came with the kids.
Yeah, when she came with the kids, I don't know. Maybe she was using them as a distraction,
That's wild.
so she could slip through. But it was bad, and that's when I realized Somalia was.
Wicked. Wow.
Some of the girls are mashallah religious, like they don't leave the house. But the ones that leave the house, like you can't even tell which one was good or bad because they're all wearing niqab. They're wearing niqab and they're telling me, I don't want to say it, man.
But the reason why they wear the niqab is because we're Saadayan.
Yes, where's Adayan? So they
So,
don't want the sun. So they're hiding themselves from the sun. And on top of that,
From everyone.
from everyone. They don't want to go around the
Yeah.
shops in the area and see the uncle and people that they know. So it's like a disguise. And they're just doing crazy things. Like the amount of stories I heard. And one of the girls, actually, one girl was like one day, she's like, you know what? People usually pay, but you can get it for free. What are we talking about? Like, what are you selling? Like, what drink are you selling? Like, what is it?
You get for free.
Then I'm like, what is she talking about? I told one of the guys, like, what is she talking about? He's like, oh, he was laughing. He said, you know, I'm saying, like, you got a house, right? I'm like, yeah. No one lives there, right? Just you, right? I'm like, yeah. That's what she's selling. I'm like, she's selling my house? He's like, no, dumbass. Then he told me, and I was like, whoa, I couldn't even believe it.
Yeah.
This girl went in the car.
Yeah.
Like, literally, she went like that, and I was like, whoa, no, I can't shake, mashallah, because I respected her. I didn't want to shake her hand.
Yeah.
I was like,
And things like seeing them in the niqab, you respect them even
Yeah.
more.
I respect him, but I was looking down like this. But as soon as she said that, and she was willing to
Went
do
up.
that, I looked up and I looked at her, and I recognized those eyes. It was that lady that was butt naked.
Oh my god.
What the heck? How did she follow me? No, she wasn't that was a lady.
What are you calling
That lady.
She traumatized
That lady traumatized me, and that goat traumatized me. Two traumatized
Nah,
me.
Yeah,
but like,
I totally-
imagine seeing it. But imagine you seeing a 70-year-old guy just randomly in bed. Like, well, that would trip the hell out of you.
Honestly, yeah. Alhamdulillah.
Terrifying.
Alhamdulillah, the roles weren't switched. If I was a girl and there was a guy in the bed, I would be so scared. I'd run out the house. But because I'm a guy and she's
You
no
defend
threat
yourself.
to me.
And it's your house.
Yeah, it's my house and she's no threat to me. Just the old lady.
Yeah.
The only threat was the things that I had to see, and I had to get closer, which was even more disgusting because I didn't know what I was looking at. And I'm meant to be wearing glasses, and she thought I was actually interested because I was getting closer, and she was smiling more. I'm like, when I realized what I was looking at, I was like, mate, you gotta go.
You gotta run, wallah.
You gotta go.
Gotta go.
Yeah, well, but
That is wild.
Yeah, but I'm sorry. Yeah, there's so many things that maybe I said too much.
no. Like we said
No.
before.
I apologize, guys.
No.
Hey, greatest episode we've ever had, man.
Yeah.
Like we
So
said
sorry.
before.
No.
Like,
Now I'm looking for my drink, and my drink's right here. I lost it,
You
right?
lost it, you lost it.
no, but everything you said, wallah, you said it perfect,
Oh, I love it.
and
Appreciate
you didn't say too much of anything.
Yeah.
Because like we said, this place is a place where you can say whatever you
I
want.
love it.
You can say what you want, when you want, and
However
that's
you
the-
want it.
and
Bro,
however you
I'm
want
just
it.
glad that there's someone else who's controversial here today. Well,
Yeah.
Usually we have this guy. He says the wild stuff.
Why?
I seen it. I was watching your videos and I was looking, agreeing. I'm like, you got a point. Maybe you just didn't word it right, but I see where he's going with it. You know?
But yeah, no.
But,
Wallah, once again, we thank you for coming on.
I appreciate it. Thank you very much for having me.
No problem,
Great.
bro.
We also want to ask from the viewer standpoint, will you ever in the future ever be thinking of doing something in the entertainment industry when it comes to YouTube,
Content.
social media? Because honestly,
Yeah,
Yes,
well,
I
the
do.
viewers who are watching this now can all agree.
Yeah, but
You're built for that.
When's the next video?
Yeah.
That would be good if I could maybe I don't know what kind of videos I should do.
Or maybe
I was thinking about
comedian
even
stuff.
vlogging would have been nice, but my life isn't that interesting.
It would be.
I think you have a lot of stories, so
Yeah.
get
I
on
like
TikTok first.
yeah.
Story time.
yeah, TikTok,
I
1
like
minute
telling
Yeah.
videos.
stories. That's one thing I like. I like telling
Yeah.
stories.
Yeah.
That'd be smart. TikTok 1 minute videos.
And
then from
traveling,
there-
like when you go on the road trip,
Yeah,
well,
if I
you
ever
are
travel.
funny. Like if someone was following you,
the
If I
crew-
travel-
the crew is-
the crew is here.
Yeah.
These guys can follow you
If
all
I
day.
ever travel,
Yeah.
oh my goodness, yes, I'll definitely vlog.
No, well, that's good.
Imagine
Yeah.
you going to let's say Afghanistan, and you just see some bunch of random niggas, you just like cracking jokes to them just the whole time and stuff.
Afghanistan, I'm not gonna go to.
Nah.
Well, I used to work at DHL, And this guy that used to work with me, he was from Afghanistan.
Yeah.
This was when the Taliban took over.
Yeah.
And at the start, when the Taliban were taking over, he was so sad, he was depressed. He was like, oh my goodness, my whole family's over there, the Taliban's are taking over, this and that. He was so sad while he was working and all that. I'm like, bro, it's okay, man. Like, I mean, like, you're here. Like, there's not much for me to say. Like, I couldn't even say anything. Like, there's nothing I could say for him, you know? I had to tell him, you know, just pray for them and this. Anyway, Taliban took over a month later. He's like, yes, I love Taliban. I'm like, what happened? He's like, they're actually good people. You know, Sharia law. The women should not go to school. No, they can't be going outside. I'm like, whoa, so you switched up? He's like, yes, because my uncles are Talibans and I love them. And guess what? I'm like, okay, you know what? That's you. Honestly, I didn't want to have that conversation with him because there's just too many white people around. White people, if they hear that, they'll be like, excuse me, what did he say? Scared, they'll start shaking. And Taliban? I've heard them before. You know, they'll start to get scared of it, you know? So I'm like, bro, Osman, like, shit, I said his name. Sorry.
No, we're blood.
So I was like, you know what? Please, let's not talk about this right now. He said, no, look, oh my goodness, I'm getting a call. Wallahi. He put me on the phone. FaceTime with a Taliban member. Wallahi. And he had the turban on and he's calling his Taliban guy.
The vest and everything.
Vest. The gun right here in his back, like you see it, and the, like, you know, the bullets and all that around him, and he's looking and he gives me the phone. He's like, yeah, talk to my uncle, he's Taliban. I looked at it, I was scared. Straight away fixed my posture and everything. Wallahi, I fixed my posture. The guy can't do shit because I'm all the way here. And I still got scared. Can you believe that? What the hell? Then after that, I was like, bro. I got scared. I looked at him. I said, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. My name is Ilyas Muhammad. I gave him everything. Then I got scared. I'm like, why the hell did I give him my whole identity? I gave him my whole name. Because I didn't know what to do. When I get scared, I say too much. Somehow I told him where I live. I live in Preston. He said, where do you live? As in like Australia. Do you live in Australia? I said, Preston. I gave him the exact I'm like, what am I doing? He's like, yeah. Boom. I'm like, huh? Get back to Osman. I'm like, never again do that again. I was sweating. I couldn't even work out like that.
You said his name again?
No, we'll block it out.
Oh, did I say again? That's what I'm saying. When I run my mouth, like everything that I'm thinking about comes out like this. It's coming like this.
He turned on the earth.
Oh my
Don't forget
goodness.
to bleep them.
Yeah.
Because he's a big guy, so I don't want to mess with him.
But yeah. So listen, the Taliban pretty much they'll recognize you if you're
Yeah, they'll recognize you.
Nah, but even if you go to Queensland, like,
Yeah, Queensland.
like,
Anyway,
anyway,
it's a Taliban.
like, Great Ocean Road
Nah,
too.
forget about that. Imagine this guy going to Japan.
Ooh,
Japan, like, just walk around Japan.
that would be the best. Imagine like I had a thing, a notepad, and I was reading the Japanese words, and I had to
Yeah.
speak
And
Japanese.
someone was
to them.
following you.
Oh,
well,
I
why would be popular?
Yes.
Thing is, Japanese, they follow you around as well. Like, if they see the foreigner stuff, they want to interact with you, they want to talk to you. You just take
It's
a
hot,
sit.
Wedding.
Yeah, this thing,
Yeah, this guy's
right.
No,
I'm
it's the
sweating
light.
like
It's
crazy.
the light,
The
yeah.
light, the light
Yeah,
provides
it's
you.
that light.
Yeah.
And obviously the situation that sometimes I got. I was asked a lot of questions that I just didn't know how to answer without disrespecting anyone in the viewers.
Nah, but you did good. You did good.
No, you did well.
You did well, Allah. But yeah, once again, thank you for coming on.
Thank you for having me.
And for the
It
viewers,
was great.
well, my team inter Manta, Soga Share Mesha.
We're going to also add your socials down below as well. Make sure you mention
Oh yeah, you can have my Instagram. That's all I have right now. But inshallah, like I'd love to make content. I want to ease into it. I just don't know where to start off, how to start off. But yeah,
No, that's good.
Inshallah, this is the stuff for it. So.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Salama, like, comment, share. Wow, you know
like,
what
comment, share, subscribe, and make sure you watch all their videos. Make sure you leave a comment below and W's on the comment section. Hey yo, chat, spam the W's.
Yeah, chat.